A very good Tuesday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. Thank you to everyone for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams at edmontonsportstalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio. Thank you to those watching on YouTube, listening on podcast, wherever you get your podcast. We greatly appreciate you spending some time with us here on the Hangout. There's like no audio coming through our YouTube there. There we go. Now we're on the audio stream. YouTube was there, but the audio stream wasn't there to start. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hangout. As I said, brought to you by Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider by Canadian Store. Canadian Matt Iwanyk, Zachary Kubusch, Jasmine Sidhu with you here. How are you guys doing today?
Back to school. I'm doing very well. Lovely day. Not a dang cloud in the sky. Had a great experience listening to the morning show on 95.7 Cruise FM with Carter O'Donnell, who is on the bye week for the Edmonton Elks. He had a lot of things to say about hunting, and he's a new father of a 4-week-old now. So about 14 days off for Carter O'Donnell before they get back to business. Things are rolling smooth near the end, I guess, of what we would call summer. I don't really count, the first few weeks of September as summer, but we're getting right around that time where all the kids are going to go back to school. Not that I'm going back to school, but it makes me think, hey, usually I would be having to wake up at like 7 in the morning and take a bus for an hour and a half to get to Harry Ainley. So that's good that I don't have to do that anymore. How are you guys?
You want to ask Jasmine, how are you?
I'm good. I was just telling the guys I quickly just snuck in here right now. I was a little late to work today, even though I leave my proper time. I noticed the traffic was heavy. And then I realized leaving my job to come here to this job that Ross Shep was busy and the parking lot was full. And then I was like, oh, I guess back to school is happening a week early for some students. You were saying it could be orientation.
I'd say it's probably orientation.
Yeah, so I don't know if everybody else noticed that. And then on top of that, I had a little bit of a treat because I had a nice person in a beater right in front of me just hacking a big lung, just in the left lane and just chilling underneath the speed limit. And I was like zipped around them finally. And then I got a RAV4 in front of me hacking another one. And then I was nicely sandwiched between those two. And then I finally decided to message Maddie and be like, yeah, traffic is not trafficking. So
we made it here. That's all that matters. Yeah.
It's best to drive safe.
Yeah, I know.
I will always say that.
You're right. Thank you.
I will always say that. I'd rather you drive safe than try to rush here and then not get here because of an accident. And so, why?
I envy those people.
Smoking
With their little beaters is the best life. No hustle and bustle,
If you could just start it.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping you, Jasmine.
The second you smoke a cigarette.
You can go to Europe, come back, and also become smoking Jasmine.
Yeah, the cigarellos. Not even the
Sell your
cigarettes.
vehicle, go get a beater. Yeah, you could buy like 2 or 3 beaters,
You're
probably.
right, actually.
And then buy a bunch of cigarettes. You could turn into that life.
Yeah. And your white seats would turn yellow in like a month. That's like the one thing I've never understood is smoking cigarettes in a car. Because like there's so many things that you could do with a car to diminish its value, but like smoking must be the second worst one behind not actually keeping care of the engine, but like the interior of, you could just tell somebody has smoked in a vehicle.
Yeah, there's a few reasons for it though, but one, like cars depreciate no matter what. The moment you drive it off the lot, you use a bunch of grand.
Well, it's like,
if it's a brand new vehicle,
yeah,
like
it's depreciation
30%
right
or
there.
something.
you're never going to get your money back or anything. So some people are like, whatever, I don't care. There's a good chance they might just drive the car into the ground.
Yeah,
True.
A lot of people do that.
And then there's some, it's just a habit. There's the addiction part to it, and some it's just it allows them to make the drive without worrying about it's just the habit. Like this helps me get through this drive. I'm going to light up a dart because it's just going to help calm me through this drive, whatever it might be. Who cares about the return on this car 5, 10, 15 years from now? I just want to smoke because this is going to calm me down while I drive.
Yeah, you're stuck in wall-to-wall traffic instead of being hoppity and anxious going 100, in an 80 zone or something. You might be the one in front of Jasmine going 10 under the speed limit.
It was a newer RAV4. And I was like, First of all, RAV4s are a desirable vehicle today, especially if it's a hybrid.
Yeah.
I know someone that waited 8 months for theirs.
Really?
So that's why when the beater one behind me, I was just like, whatever, that's a beater. But then the guy in front of me, I'm like, must be nice. Must be. And he was holding it like this too. So it was
yeah,
he's
You sure it was a cigarette or
It's
not
a
weed?
joint.
He's holding it
That's
the other
usually
way
more the
around.
weed.
Yeah.
No, I said, that's
in the
usually more the
RAV4.
sign of the weed.
Well, unless you're European, maybe you
Yeah,
smoke
I
it
think
that
he
way.
was European. He gave me those vibes. So that's why I was like,
that's
must
pretty
be
good.
nice. Like,
Yeah. No joke.
So I'm envious of you smokers that drive and just have a nice, relaxing morning, unlike myself.
I do want, like, I've always wanted, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. I do love the idea of the routine of going outside to go smoke a cigarette. Like, you just
to
need
get those
5.
breaks, you mean?
just need 5. Well, and I know, like, there's a lot of business out there that you could just go take the same breaks if you want. I'm just going to go take 5. But the act of doing something, it intrigues me. I don't want to pick up actually smoking cigarettes,
Yeah,
but
I
the
would
act
say.
of going outside and smoking something, though, it intrigues me. It just seems kind of calming and soothing. And there are CBD, like, cigarette-looking things that you can buy in the States that I kind of always have been interested in, but they don't have them up here.
Yeah, there's a certain it's different, the kind of few options that you have for inhalation, I guess, of smoke. The worst way probably to say it there, but I used to be a guy who had a vape, and working in trades and taking those breaks, it was some of the best parts of my day, actually just sitting outside.
But a vape doesn't, like,
chatting
I like,
around.
it's the idea of grabbing something out of the carton and lighting it up, and then you're smoking that. There's more than the vape. The vape's just whatever.
It's a certain aura to
Yeah,
that
there's
too.
something different about that one.
It's like, so 2 things. A, you're telling me you never had a Popeye cigarette? Come on.
Nope.
Yeah,
I have
that's the
never
best
legit.
feeling, really?
I've never had a cigarette in my life. I've always been against
7-Eleven,
cigarettes.
the Popeyes
Popeyes.
ones, those candies.
the
Oh,
candies.
What do you
those. I
pretend?
see. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
There's also like chocolate ones that you get, or a little
Yes,
candy. I've
the
had
after
those,
that.
no
Yeah,
question.
That's right.
Never
You
had
thought
an
they were
actual
cool,
cigarette.
you know?
Those are the best.
Little grade
Yeah.
3, you're just like, that was a tough math
You
quiz.
take the rockets, crush it up, and then inhale it, and then smoke comes out.
Wow, I thought
Have
you
you
were going to
guys
say,
ever done that?
there's like
Wow, you guys were
crushed cocaine now.
degens. Yeah.
Because you just twist it up, you crush it, and it's just a plume of rockets with like just the candy. Nothing happens.
Wow.
It might hurt a little bit.
Well, your generation
wouldn't-
has gone a little too far with this, I think.
Come on.
We were just smoking cigarettes. You guys are getting into like hard drugs.
No, okay.
Practice meth and stuff.
It's cheaper. No, I'm kidding. No. We didn't do any of
Costura
that.
said,
Just
man, he
candy.
just needs to go outside with a lighter and you'd be a smoker's best friend. I used to actually carry a lighter on me. At Nate, I used to go out with the smokers.
Oh, that was a great time, yeah.
Because I think there was only like 3 of us out of 12 that didn't smoke. And I'm like, well, everyone's going outside. So I want to go outside. So I'd
Yeah.
go outside with everyone. I'd stand upwind from everyone. And then the greatest part, though, of that was when it was cold and they went outside. I'd be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need to. I'm not
yeah.
going to go suffer in the cold. I'll just stay inside this time.
Just right on the sidewalk outside of the V building. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a spot.
With all the mechanics that do it and all of that.
Yeah, it was a whole group of people. Like even the semester or the 2 semesters above us, like one of the older peer groups, they were, I don't know, like only their average age was like 5 years older than what ours was, but a lot of them were smokers too. So sometimes we'd just go hang out. And they changed all the rules. You couldn't stand like 5 meters from the door, so you have to be on the sidewalk, which is city owned and it's not owned like
Yeah, I
by
had nothing
Nate
to,
or
that wouldn't
whatever.
have been Nate. That would have been a provincial. We had a law provincially, wasn't it? That you
Oh, is
have
that
to be
what it
so
is?
far away from a door.
And
Yeah, it was like you can be
McNally,
at
there
the
was a
sidewalk.
smokers island. Like,
Was there?
Yeah, well, if you have seen the high school, like, there's the parking lot and there's an island in the middle, and then the smoker kids, so the cool kids at that time, did not go to post-secondary after. Anyways, they were.
Oh, I see.
They
Like there's
that
like
was
the parking lot drives around it, and there was that whole grassy area.
That's right. So all all the teachers and stuff knew that was a spot.
Did the
And
teachers go there?
Okay, so there was like
Yeah,
the two teachers that were underneath the tree, kind of like F off, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
You're doing great, sweetie. Yeah. Okay.
I was like, I mean, I won't say who, but I don't know. At Nate, it was kind of funny walking around and seeing one of the teachers outside and be like, oh, there we go.
But that's different because you're adults.
True.
You're all adults.
Yeah.
In high school, there's not a lot of 18-year-olds in high school, fully. Like would be grade 12ers. There'd be a cross of some grade 12ers who would turn 18.
Yeah, that's
Somebody who-
yeah,
So,
like
so for the teachers, like
Yeah.
there's also like, you don't want to be caught smoking with the underagers type thing. So like you gotta,
now.
so that's where the little tip, you run into a teacher and hey, yeah, they're just doing what you're doing. It's all legal.
Yeah, they're just
But
hanging
there, you're that grade 11er who's 16, 17. You don't want to be around the teacher because then the teacher's gonna be like, well, I'll have to deal with this.
And they're
Great look,
judging.
yeah.
Everybody's judging.
Yeah.
They all know the smokers are on that island.
You're judging the smokers, you're saying?
Well, I mean, now we are. Back then, it was just there's people that
That's
smoke.
just what they're doing.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I want to go by McNally at like lunch.
I wonder, right?
Just see.
But I also, well, because there have been statistics that have shown that, at least these are American statistics, but youth smoking of cigarettes was almost eradicated. Like it was almost done.
Until vape.
And then vape.
Yeah.
And then they went on the vape. So I wonder if you go by McNally,
It's vapors.
is it cigarettes or is
Yeah.
it vapes that they're
Very
they're
good
on?
point. Yeah.
I'd be fascinated. But
And
It'd be
vaping
vape.
is big culture still. Some people are getting off of it, but
Yeah.
still know the people that sneak a vape. I'm like, what are you doing?
we see it all the time.
The ones that have a coat, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's okay. You don't want to look like a douche. It's fine. Like,
You just look like more of a dude.
yeah,
That's how
exactly.
you're at
Because I
it, yeah.
caught you like
There's so many. It's easy to
smoke
spot
coming
them.
off your.
It'd make your car smell better, though, if you did it in your vehicle instead of cigarettes. It is
true.
less. You can't smell it as much. There
No.
was I guess I was a bad kid in high school because, during it would have been like 2021 when we were all still wearing masks, but there was a vent always running in one of the bathrooms. So you just
There's a what running?
a vent.
Event.
Oh,
So you just go in there.
so it'd suck it up.
Yeah. That was the way to do it. But no, I didn't meet a single kid in high school who smoked a cigarette.
So they must
That's
not be
good.
like,
Yeah,
well, but
must not
now it's
be
the
a
vapes,
thing.
so they're on vapes, and it's just like cigarette.
They're on vapes.
Tomato,
We
tomato.
won't know what the ramifications of vapes are probably for what, for 20
And
years.
studies have like recently shown that it is bad for you. FYI.
But then how
Really?
bad and all that? Because back in the day, wasn't it like cigarettes were like promoted as this is good for you?
They're giving it like pregnant women in the 50s. I mean, years and years ago. Like,
Yeah, no, like when
obviously.
it first started, and it took a while to figure out what's going on with
apparently,
cigarettes.
this was before AI, so I actually believe the image. It was a photo of a mascot, and it was just a big cigarette that was burning. Walking
Yeah, that
around
sounds
in the
about right.
hospital, his name was like Siggy, and he would just hand out cigarettes to pregnant women in the hospital.
Like a
Can't-
mascot?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
not a thing that happens.
somebody in Nasty Chat said it was Siggy weed. Chris Gann said Siggy weed, so I don't know what that means.
Well, you could also get
I know what that
cigarettes that
means.
look like
Weed? Or joints or
weed that looks like cigarettes.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay.
yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Like there are some, we used to get what we called them the skinnies. They're really thin joints, but they looked fully like cigarettes.
They even had the little fake filter.
Yeah, on the back end. So it helps because it's just like I don't know, to a degree with weed. I think it's still not fully. There is still judgment of people that smoke weed, I think, out there, even though fully legal
Oh,
since
yeah,
what,
for
15,
sure.
16, 17.
Yeah, it's
So like having
you?
the cigarette
Yeah.
ones, like it's kind of like if it feels a little better. So you could get those. And that's maybe what I think Chris was referencing there.
Don't do drugs, kids.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say also, at Leon's I would go outside with
You
some
worked
of
at
this-
Leon's?
I worked at Leon's on the south side when it first opened.
Did you?
It was one of my first big girl, well, not big girl when I was in school. Yeah, jobs.
What'd you do?
I was their finance rep.
Oh,
like
cool.
I'd do like their APR finance and I'd send it to I think Wells Fargo at that time and talk to them. Yeah, and then
learned something
approve
new
them.
about Jasmine today.
So then I knew like how much people made and what they did for a living. But it was interesting.
I snooped and saw how much all my coworkers were making.
Not my coworkers, it was like the customers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because they were the ones like financing like furniture and stuff. And it'd be really interesting.
making it, yeah.
Fun fact, when you're not in like debt, because there'd be people that made modest money, had just, a little, custodian or something, and they would get approved for so much. And then you have someone with like over 100 grand at that time and, doing a very good job and they wouldn't get approved or their interest was very high. It was just interesting. You never know, right? Like social media, all that stuff is so funny.
When I worked at
You never know.
Sears, we sold Sears credit cards too. And we could do pre-approval right there where we filled out a form, we put it in a machine, it would print and it would show
Yes.
them what line of credit they get. I hated those Because there'd be the occasional time where it'd be like not approved.
And to the
or
family?
it'd be a little bit and you're like, well,
Yeah.
they're saying this. And then you'd have to grab a phone and
Yes.
dial the main office so that they could have a conversation. And you're trying not to stand too close to them, but you can't
Yeah.
also just wander
Their
away because you don't want
privacy.
someone else to come and like I'm with someone, but they're on the phone and you're just like, this is awkward.
So very similar.
Yeah, I hated that part of it. Absolutely hated that part.
Like
of the
even
job.
Walmart, they always offer it. Like, I don't know, 1 in 5 times it's like, do you want a Walmart MasterCard or whatever it is? I'm like, nope, no, I'll be good. And I've seen the like, last week when I was on the desk with Jay, I had these things. I guess it was Coob's gripes during buying or selling for Damon Bunting. One of the ones I had was lazy shoppers. I think I brought this up here too, where they can't, they'll get milk. They don't want the milk. They'll just put it on a shelf. It'll go bad. But I also saw a couple times where you can clearly see that there's like 4 or 5 people waiting behind you and they're like, yeah, I'll get a credit card. Let's do it right now. Yeah, let me sign up for this credit card. And it's like, man, like, I don't want to wait for you to sign up the thing and then get pre-approved and then do that thing. And you know,
Yeah, I don't agree with your gripe there.
it's just like, I don't know. What,
They
go to
have every
customer
right to go
service
do that.
and
Well,
go,
but if it was offered,
yeah,
that's part of the store.
I don't know. Those things always freak me out. I'm like, I don't want to get one of these. I don't know what's going on here. Didn't read the fine print.
Actually, that's never happened to me though. So I don't know. I guess I shouldn't fully answer on that one.
I think I'm just impatient.
Possibly, but I've never had a situation where. But I also like rarely go through a cashier for.
And it's always the self checkout.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like those a lot more.
I
don't.
don't buy enough. If I have a shopping cart, I want the cashier. I want to go through.
Me too. If I have
I don't- to me, self checkout
items,
is supposed to be
yeah.
10 or less or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of how I was always viewed it. It should only be baskets. Almost
Yeah.
like if you carry in a basket, you go self checkout. If you have the cart, you could use the belt and you can go to the cashier. I'm never buying enough that I want to wait in line for the cashier, so I just do the self checkout.
Unless it's something on sale, then you always have to go through to make sure you get the sale price.
No, you don't. They'll help you.
Oh, okay. I guess
For
you
the
got to
most
call them
part.
over and be like,
It depends which. I guess I should say it depends which one. I know like Loblaws now they've switched actually where it scans the right price. Before
sweet.
you would just scan it, enter it in that it's a reduced thing, and then when you're done, they'd have an attendant come and just check it and click, done. You're through. Safeway, same thing. If you have a discount thing, you just have to wave like there's that one person like, hey, I got a discount thing, and they'll fix you for that.
yeah, same at Freshco. Usually.
That's why I'm
usually where I go.
paranoid though. That's why I want to go through the cashier when I'm like, I know it's like it's a reduced price or 2 for whatever, And I'm not doing anything because I know there's no line up, whatever. Here you go. Do my stuff for me. I'm going to read this text quickly from our chat, from our text line, 780-218-9999, from Daniel. In Japan, some companies are tracking which employees smoke and which don't. They've noticed that employees who smoke tend to take regular smoke breaks, which can add up to the equivalent of 1 to 2 weeks off over the course of a year. Because of that, some companies have started giving employees who don't smoke an extra 1 to 2 weeks of vacation to make up for the difference.
Yeah, I like that because for
Positive reinforcement or whatever.
for
right?
yeah. Well, for a non-smoker, like why are my coworkers getting, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes extra time and a break just because they smoke? Like I think I saw a comedy skit where it was like, I'm just gonna go, now pick up smoking so I can have more time off work every day, and then just start smoking more and more every day, and I got to start taking more and more breaks. And what will the company do? But
You want them to
Japan
be
does it
happy.
different,
They
man.
deserve breaks and stuff like that too. Like in my company where I work, we always do a coffee walk at 9. They don't smoke, but it's a coffee walk. We all get to team build, walk together. That's why sometimes I miss the beginning of the hangout.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. Just
So
a
like
quick,
missing it today.
well,
Is it
today
every
I'm
day?
working here.
Yeah, no, that's so.
Yeah,
you
that's
missed
why
that.
I'm missing it. So I have to let them know that I'm not here.
that's interesting.
Yeah, they always come and grab me. By the way, one more thing I will say about smoking is when I did work at Leon's, then 2 of the girls tried to quit. One did hypnotism, and she said it worked. The other one said that she talked to a therapist, and the therapist said it was this motion that she was addicted to.
Yeah.
I would love. I like the idea of that.
You
for
see,
me.
it's like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
doing
a
it
good-
today now.
I know. Well, it's like biting your nails. Like it's like the same thing.
Right?
Like, it's something up to your mouth. I don't know what it is. It's the same reason people put their hands on their face when they're anxious or something or thinking or I don't know.
So I guess she
Weird
replaced it with
psychology.
food, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, oh jeez, I think that says
Last time,
everything we need to.
Yeah, you don't need
Says
to.
everything we need to know about that one.
Well, nicotine does suppress
Appetite?
hunger.
Does
Hunger.
it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So some people will just like the jokes online where have a Monster and have your vape and you don't need to eat until dinner, kind of thing.
How
yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
So
Cutting.
like even hockey players on the bench though, right? It's like back in the NHL, used to just smoke before they go play.
Oh yeah. During
Yeah,
the game.
right?
There's a lot of things about the old NHL. There'd be the stories of Lemieux, because I remember Rob Brown telling this story once of a Pens training camp where they dressed in one room, had a walk outside to the rink to play, and on that walk, Mario Lemieux smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, his
I guess it's those type of things that they do.
I love it.
So yeah, it was back in the day. Training camp was meant to get into shape.
Yeah.
You did whatever you want in the off season, then you had this training camp to get into shape. Now you got to be in shape when you're at training camp, and then we get going and stuff. So, and if you're not in shape, then it's like a shame and it's taboo, and
Yeah,
you get
exactly.
ripped. Yeah, Raider shows. And I do understand this. Self checkouts, never use them, save jobs. I think there's a value to both, where you keep in the jobs. Like, I don't like how Walmart has done it, which is the majority is now self checkout, and there's like one or two cash registers now open. I do think like there's a Safeway in Unity Square where it's majority checkouts, and then you have the 4 self checkout. One person still is attending that spot, but I think it moves things quicker. I would say that probably helps make the job of the regular cashiers better, shoppers experience better. Because again, if you think of it as short items, like just the limited items, you have 5-6 items, just quickly run through the self checkout, boom, move on. Your bigger stuff, you go over there. But the funny thing is actually though, self checkout is actually going to there's possibility it might cause the return of regular checkouts. I think Walmart is looking at the idea of getting rid of self-checkouts or limiting how much
That's
self-checkouts because they are
so
losing
many
money.
issues.
Yes, because people are
Theft. There's massive theft. They are losing hundreds of $millions a year on self-checkout theft that they might have to just go back. It's going to be cheaper to just bring back cashiers and keep that going. So I actually saw a thing yesterday. I don't know how legit it was, but it was like, is this a red flag or a green flag? Which to me, it's a red flag still. But somebody was out for a date with a guy and they went grocery shopping, and the guy entered all of his grocery items as bananas. Weighed them, because then you weigh them.
Okay.
And it's a cheap price, and it worked out to be like $4.50.
Well,
That's
why would that be a green flag?
morally wrong?
Stealing?
Yeah.
Because you thought smart enough to rig the system, I guess. And well, his response to why he did it was, they didn't train me how to be a cashier. I don't know what I'm doing.
You liar. What a guy. Yeah, okay. Manipulation, red flag. He might do that to you. Dump him. Boom. Yeah, I agree though. The Walmart one, you have one worker, maybe 2.
Oh, see,
sometimes.
Baptized Big Uke. I know people who input everything produce in as the cheapest onion.
That's not good.
not good.
You
Literal
guys.
theft.
Yeah.
It is literal
Yeah.
theft. But I guess the argument is, I'm not a cashier. Oops, I screwed this up. Not my fault. I'm not paid to do this. Pay
I think
someone
I did
else to
that
do
by
it and let
accident
them go
once.
do it for
It's true.
me.
It's like the honor system. Technically, then you can put the onus on the company. Like, you're the one who implemented the honor system. You know people are not perfect, and there are bad guys out there. Boom.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
if it's Walmart in a multi-billion-dollar company. I mean,
I'm not going to say.
Yeah, but then
yay or
that's
nay.
like apple oranges argument. Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
No pun
I
intended.
even feel bad about not bringing the shopping cart back to the proper spot. Okay, let alone actually stealing. Okay, I used to, when I was in junior high, I once stole a chocolate bar from the Dollarama.
Did you?
I did.
I
Never
don't think I
again.
ever stole anything. Oh, no. I stole a range ball once from a golf course. Had
Was
a
it
cool
a
little
cool-
logo on it, so I took it.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
No, that's still theft.
It
in a
obviously
way.
still bothers him. You see that? Like stuff like
it
that.
doesn't bother
Still
me.
lingers.
Doesn't bother. Okay, but it's like still in your mind, I guess.
I'm just trying to think of things I've taken that were not mine.
Yeah.
Oh, also happy birthday to Baptized Big Uke.
Happy birthday, Yuki. What is it today? The 25th?
birthday.
That's a nice number. And it was Hernan's birthday, I think, over the weekend.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. So happy birthday to Hernan. Hernando. Yeah.
Had the day off.
He had the day off. Looked like he went out with his family on a patio.
That looked really good.
Yeah, but customers, that's what big corporations get for being lazy by getting rid of jobs. I will say, I don't condone
Touché.
stealing, but also at the same time, if enough people are going to steal, it's going to force Walmart to have to create jobs again.
Yeah.
So I don't hate. This is one of those situations. Two wrongs might make a right.
Yeah, it's
The
moral
wrong
to
of
be
doing
immoral.
too many self-checkouts with the wrong of stealing might make a right because we have to go back to full cashiers and full human jobs.
I agree with you. And that's completely fine with me.
That may be the one. I don't condone the stealing, but there might be a good that comes out of it all.
Yep, that's good. Yeah, well, I only really go to self checkout if I need my bananas or milk, and I actually
it.
weigh them as bananas because they are bananas.
I always lift like my hands up by my head almost when I'm weighing something.
What do you mean?
Like when you put by like
Oh, you go like
something for
this?
pounds, I almost like put them down and like my hands come up. So that's like no one
you're
thinks.
not pressing
One
on it?
time I had a thing in Save On where something wasn't going right and it had like a bad weight or something and I had to get an attendant. We had to redo it and stuff. So now I just lift my hand and leave it as
works.
is.
You guys are so fancy. I don't think I've ever done that in my life.
What, self-checkout?
No, like
Oh.
way like put on the scale and everything. I'll just guesstimate. I'm like, eh.
No, but on the checkout you have to.
Oh, that's why I get the cashier. I'll
Yeah,
never
no,
take
like banana. If you enter the banana code 4011,
too short.
you have to put the banana on because it's priced by weight, not by the amount. So you have to put it on and then it weighs it and then you take it off and that's how you know how much you have to pay. That's why with the self-checkout where the store is, bananas are what? 60 some cents, like
A pound or
a
something.
kilogram or something, whatever it is, like whatever the weight price is. I don't know what the unit of measurement is, but it's that price. So if you go and get 5 cans of soup, I know that's not that expensive in general, but it's not gonna, when you're weighing it, it's not gonna add up to be that much because it's so inexpensive how bananas are. That's how they're getting around. Like,
That's bananas, Maddie.
Okay.
That's bananas.
well, bananas.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say it's 70 cents. I'll just say a kilogram. You go buy a $10 turkey, or 10 kilogram turkey, and you're putting it at the price though of a banana.
Yeah, that's stealing.
You're getting like it for nothing.
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
like
That's
$30
the
off.
issue
Yeah,
of
yeah.
where that comes from. So, but that's where I put it down. I was just like lift my hands up, so there's nothing near it. No one can say I'm pushing too hard or anything like that.
Plus, I mean, even if somebody was really caught doing that, I don't know, as a minimum wage worker, would you go and say something? Like, I don't.
Yeah, you
Depends on-
possibly.
It's like, hey, those aren't bananas.
But well, Raider Jesse though said, where was it here? Walmart actually uses AI to track faces, and once you have a felony amount of bananas, they go to the police.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
So if
good.
you're-
That's why they have the camera there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, they
They
do.
have the full
Yeah.
camera there to
You
keep
see
track
it.
of everything that's going on,
And
so
you're
they
like,
can point out the transaction.
Look like that
You don't
today?
think that's more expensive than just an actual cashier? Setting up the camera, having the AI, I guess it's beyond me. I don't know.
That's why maybe one day they will switch to just regular cashiers, and like 3 or 4. Like I think Safeway has
Yeah.
it perfect.
Exactly.
It's so many registers, but then 4 self-checkouts for those that just want to quickly run through. I'm coming in for 2 items. Let me just run through with these 2 items through the register. Boom, I'm gone.
And that's enough for one person to look after too.
Yeah.
To make sure you're not stealing anything.
That one if you have
Help
just
out.
4 self-checkouts, I would say, and that one attendant, that would, if you got rid of those self-checkouts, you would not be adding a second attendant. That one person would be at a cash register. Those 4 people would go through that exact same spot.
Yep.
So to me, you're just eliminating that person from actually doing it. If you have there's still one person for that. That would be my number on that one. That's why I'm okay with those ones.
Lovely.
I also feel bad for loss prevention officers.
Oh,
Especially today. Now it feels so bad. First of all, they're not allowed to go a certain amount into the parking lot. I just
it's
witnessed
just
this.
so dangerous.
So dangerous, and I totally respect that. It sucks. It's like, hey, you need to pay for that, but they're not allowed to go tackle that person or whatever, as they shouldn't. They just have to call the police. But then that's another thing with loss, right? Because they can't do, and the people that are stealing know these things. They're well aware that they can't get necessarily in trouble for it, so they can just walk out.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the grocery stores today.
Dash in the park pretty soon. You won't be able to go into a store without logging your credit card first. Every barcode to walk into the store will get you charged to your credit card. There are grocery stores like that. Where Amazon was testing it.
Yep.
Where you
in
walk
Seattle.
in and it's just an automatic charge. Whatever you put into your cart goes in onto your receipt. And then when you do walk through the checkout, that's when you get charged. So if you take something out, it registers. It's got cameras everywhere, so it's seeing what you're taking, putting in.
Isn't that like Intuit as well?
That is crazy.
Is Intuit similar to that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, would they have like cardless everything, like whatever? It's just getting charged.
The building, yes.
Yeah, like you already register it before you enter.
Yes.
Yeah,
So it's all whatever you grab, it registers to your account and things like that.
incredible.
Like the arena, the stadium, Intuit Dome? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so it's all like so when you purchase your ticket or whatever it is, you have to register your credit card. So when you're there, you're not dealing with cashiers. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, same Amazon concept.
That's crazy. I had no clue.
2026 is a wild one.
I do not like that. I don't know why. I guess it's efficient.
It's efficient.
Everybody knows your, like, do they scan it and keep it? It's another question right there. Your credit card. Well,
they have it on
if you have to
file.
scan it before.
Who doesn't? Honestly.
That's true enough.
track of
How
who's-
many?
Yeah.
I've had my cards. I think twice I've had my cards taken. Or I've had to cancel them and be like, oh, somebody's charging stuff to my card.
So annoying.
Yeah, it's
It
always
is.
a hassle.
It is.
Because it's just like you got to wait for the new one. You got to tell them. You got to read the last purchases. And it's
and
just
if it's a certain card that it's connected to things and he's like, well, I got to
I
go change
know.
this. And thanks, ass.
yeah,
whole day
thanks, ass.
process.
Sorry, I did that.
I could go with ass. I didn't want to go all the way myself, but it's a wonderful world we live in. Although I need to change my credit card. Okay, that's my card. No,
Okay.
it's my chip doesn't work.
I have the same thing.
to
Like
go
the
get a new
company
chip
or whatever. Yeah.
No, I have to go get a new chip. And on my banking app, it says manage your card, request a new card for damage. I do that, and it says this won't work. You have to call. Why are you giving me this option then? Like, why are you giving me this option? Like,
maybe an upsell there.
and then I've tried it on my computer. Same thing. There's the option to request the damp for a new card because of a damaged card, and then it's nope, can't process this. Unfortunately, I'll have to call. Well, then don't give me this stupid option.
Do it sooner than later.
That's why I've been delaying
'Cause it
getting
is
it
You
annoying.
changed.
tap or you
Yeah.
you can actually put it
I
in.
can tap, but I can't push in.
Oh, I had the
So if I
opposite
have to
happen.
spend too much, I have to use my other card.
That happened with
And I
both
want
my
to spend
cards.
use my other card. I want to use this card.
Yeah, and I like how it feels nice to say that you had the card through the whole duration, I guess, of its life, like the 5 years. And you're like, yeah, I did that. And you can see, I don't know, the feeling of getting a new card too. Like all the numbers aren't faded.
Man, I like my new credit card because it looks nice and shiny. It looks more ballin'. Like
Well-
nice new like graphics on it or whatever.
At least if somebody stole mine, they can't read it.
Okay.
And the tap doesn't work, so good luck trying to steal anything.
Oh man.
Trying to weigh those bananas. That's bananas.
Request a replacement
gosh.
card.
Are you doing it right now? We should do
trying
it
it
all
right now.
together.
Unfortunately,
Let's all
your
get a
request
new
cannot
card.
be processed. Please call. Okay, well, thank you. That was not helpful at all. Appreciate that.
Oh,
Dicks.
man.
Oh man, I love how we went from smoking.
Yeah, all the way to
Smoking
banking
it.
system.
We're hanging out, yeah. This is like we're in a smoke pit right
This
now.
is an
yeah.
August
We just took
25th
a-
show.
Yeah.
We're on the smoke
The
zone.
CFL, the Elks are on a bye week, so we don't have that coming up. The NFL hasn't going yet. We're still a bit away from that. Like
Oh, my
this
goodness.
is prime summer
Yeah.
show. The Hangout portions of this hour of the Hangout, they are brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Promotional products to bring the buzz. Check them out, the highproductmarketing.com. Also, a reminder today at noon, 2 guys and a goalie. It's the last 2 guys and a goalie. We'll slowly, we'll rest of the week will be Oilstream, and then moving towards next week. We'll be. I got to figure out the full rotation, but yes, we will be Oilstream Monday through Friday now on our station. I think I'll need our promos to be changed. I just remembered that.
Well, that should be a very special last show
It should be
for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, has Dusty said anything?
I don't know if he has.
Okay, I'll just leave that then. Lock Shop at 11, EST Afternoons. Hernan is back at 1, and the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. There is no Reed today, once again, as he's off this
Slacker.
week. Jay and Benny until 6 o'clock. On our audio stream today, it is the VIP Golf Show with Murray McCourt. The replay of that on our audio streams. He doesn't have many shows left.
No,
VIP
there's
Golf Show 3?
2 left, I think.
Is it just 2 or is it 3?
Yeah, two. So
Are you sure?
The one on this upcoming weekend.
He's
and
ending
then,
Labor Day weekend?
yes, that would be his final show. He was just telling me during an ad break this past Sunday, we covered the CPKC Women's Open that wrapped up at the Royal Mayfair. We had one of the managers, Matt Johnson from the Royal Mayfair, on. Cam Martins, who taught me golf and teaching Murray some things. But it was a very pleasant show, and I learned a lot on the
Only two
program.
left.
Yeah,
Murray's giving me a schedule for his hangout, and he'll be back on the hangout soon enough.
nice.
As golf season will come to a close, and we'll get into fall and winter, and
Well, we talked a lot about that too. Like it's called off-course golf. So it's all the stuff like, I guess, if you're doing simulators or like even mini golf can be that way. Or our guest, I think Taylor Tracy from Alberta Golf Association was on and was like, yeah, like it's vitally important. And a lot of the people who are getting into golf are doing this off-course stuff rather than just playing the game. Like even going to the driving range would count as that. But how Benny brought in his
virtual
VR
golf
headset, like that's apparently a big thing in growing the game of golf now. So I don't know. That's a pretty decent approach because it can be very fun. Like Top Golf is a huge thing. I think there's no Top Golf here in Canada.
It's
all in the
coming,
States, right?
I think there was one in Toronto in the area at one point. I don't know if it's still there, but River Cree has their version coming.
That's right.
And that's supposed to come, I want to say, in spring.
I can't wait until the full expansion of the River Cree comes because that's going to be such a great place to just be. I don't know how. I mean, I'm sure many tourists or people who are coming in the Edmonton area who are, I guess, affluent are going to spend their time there. They got the Gordon Ramsay restaurant going to be opening.
Yes, that's
That's
fall, I think.
awesome.
I think that's supposed to come sooner because that's been delayed a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think that one's opening up right away here. But then the golf is spring?
Something to keep on the calendar.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the golf culture, personally, in the last 2 to 3 years that I've seen, like I got involved and I got lessons, my friend and I.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing like other women, especially, like being like, I want to get on this. Like I want to do this, and they've been like, I don't want to sound rude, but they've been Instagramming their lessons, and nobody cares. Okay, so please stop doing that and go enjoy your golf. Okay. Please stop putting your phone there and showing us your shitty shot. Nobody cares. Okay.
Trying to get some tips, man. No?
From your list, from your followers or
Why not?
your family members, whoever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Get out of here.
Showing that they're active.
Nobody cares. Okay. That's
Okay,
great,
okay,
honey. You're
okay.
doing that, but nobody wants to watch this 6-minute clip of you trying to hit a ball. Okay.
Maybe shorten it up to a minute.
Am I tripping? I don't think so. Shorten up
not
to
sure.
a minute. I don't want to wait a minute of that.
I don't have an attention span that long to watch a 6-minute video on Instagram.
I do want to do some virtual golf this winter.
Which is going to be killer business too, like as you mentioned.
There's so many of them. It's boomed from when I was more into the golf, like 18, 19. There was like 4 spots to go virtual golf. That was it. Now there's a virtual golf in like every corner. It's like you can find a liquor store, a weed shop, a nail salon, and a virtual golf in like any strip mall.
Okay, love.
Yeah, it's always, yeah.
Those are like the things that you could all like just completely find.
I
So
don't think what else would be in that mix of 4. You probably hit it right.
well, those are
nail
the
on
big
head.
ones.
Yeah.
But there is so many virtual golf
And a
spots
Walmart.
now to go get. Not in a strip mall.
Right, not in a
Well,
strip mall,
that's
yeah.
the connecting part
I'm
of
thinking
that.
about all the strip malls in South Edmonton Common. Probably all of them look exactly like.
It's so
what you
funny.
just described.
I was like, they need to do a business at South Edmonton Common for like a Top Golf-ish or like something like that. I know there
was
Back
talk
Grove,
from years
but-
ago.
around
Yeah.
there, is there not?
But it takes a big land.
Yeah, it
like
does.
it does need a decent size. But that's why it's funny that they used to have the golf dome, which was just off of
know.
there.
That was
it was
nostalgic.
years ahead of its time.
Yes.
Closed down.
Yeah,
But it
that was
would
awesome.
have boomed, I think, a little bit more now. But
Totally.
this River Cree one's going to be fun, I think. So I can't wait for that to open.
I always thought that golf dome was like a storage unit, a big Sentinel storage unit when I was a little kid.
That big, like it
I'm
looked
serious.
like a half
Yeah.
a golf ball. That's what was.
Is that what it looked like?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was like, I don't know, little Coob driving by there, and I was like, oh, that thing, it didn't look very pretty. But
It was
They've made
simple
a
inside.
ball hockey inside for a
Yes.
little bit.
That's a
Because
little
then
my
it was called the
brother's
Sports
friends.
Dome.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's what
right.
they changed the name of it to.
That's correct.
And now it's just gone. And I think it is a storage area.
Well, one of us hit the lottery, and then we could make a nice business plan. How about that?
True. EST golf. Well, we had it for the Birdie Booze launch as well. I think I've only had it a couple times. The Elks, like during pregame, usually they'd have a setup right on the inside of the tailgate outside gate 2, right before you enter, with a kind of virtual golf setup. Trev and I went back and forth playing that for a little bit before a game. Pretty good time. I'd recommend it, man. I might almost like that a little bit more than the real golf. I don't have to hack for finding balls. Can be a little bit cheaper sometimes. I don't know. Golf's a fun game. Golf's a great
Frustrating,
time.
fun. I give up a lot too, though, unfortunately. So it depends. It depends.
Well, somebody who I thought almost gave up were the Elks. That game was phenomenal, though. Like we talked about it a little yesterday. I know you had the post-game show diving into it, Maddie, but like this team is in a fantabulous position that nobody would have ever thought. I don't think entering the season, even early on in the season, it's just like, okay, can they contain this? And, and now through 11 games, just 3 losses. One against the defending Grey Cup champs, one against the runner-up, and then one against Nathan Rourke and the BC Lions, who have won 4 straight now. So they've been absolutely rolling, and they've been looking fantastic. I can't wait for the Labor Day bus. I really can't.
There aren't many spots left for the Labor Day bus. Less than 30 as of yesterday afternoon. So those are moving. I don't know what the numbers would be now. We're probably closer to less than 25, around 20 spots left on that bus. Less than 2 weeks away till we're heading down to Calgary. We go from Commonwealth Stadium. We stop in Red Deer. 2 drinks on the way down. We get to the tailgate spot in Calgary. From there, get into the stadium, watch the game with fellow Double E fans, fellow Nasties, and then there's a bus ride back to Commonwealth to get your vehicles and pizza on that ride back. It's $160 plus GST. If you use promo code EST Labor Day, you'll get $15 off. EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Click on Labor Day bus. Once again, it is very few seats left on that one. We're going to have 2 buses that are going to go down. It was a great time last year. It's going to be another great time this year, and we get to go support this strong Edmonton Elks team. So it's going to be a great time. You're on it. Eric's on it. Jay's on it. I'm on it, along with a lot of other fellow nasties. So it's going to be a great time. Sweet. Nice segue there for you.
And it's going to be a competitive game too, because you guys mentioned to me that Stampeders are playing well too. So like last year, everybody kind of went for the aura and the vibes and the good times. Like now you guys get to not only have that, but on top of that, you really get to pay attention to a game and know that, it's going to be a close one.
Right.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing I hope for. I'd rather being there as a viewer of the game, like to see the Elks potentially, I don't know, get by the Stamps. Because they play this week. They had a bye week last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Stamps are on a bye last week.
They were on the bye last week. Yeah,
Elks get the bye this week.
They play the Tiger Cats on Saturday.
It's all East versus West this week in the CFL. So there's a lot of movement that could happen of the teams closing in towards the Edmonton Elks. No matter what, the Elks will go into next weekend as the top team in the CFL West. They could still, no matter what, going into that game on the Monday, they could be tied in terms of points. Well, they'd be tied atop the CFL West, because if Saskatchewan goes and wins this weekend and beats Winnipeg on the Sunday, they would have as many points as the Edmonton Elks. So the situation where the Elks will be taken to the football field on that Monday. No matter what, they'll be tied top the CFL West. But at the very least, as we go into next week, and no matter what, the Elks will be first in the CFL West.
It's crazy considering what's happened the past years, let alone last year. And truly, the heart, they were missing a lot of heart. They have it. They're going to the Grey Cup. Better book your tickets.
Well, yeah, we might have to pretty soon here. If,
we'll have to see. We haven't talked to. I haven't heard anything else from Dusty. I said I would ask if the Elks beat Saskatchewan on that home and home. They didn't, so I haven't brought it up since then.
They're still looking pretty Good, Maddie. And though it is nice to see, like, even we've seen this in Mark Killam's first year last year, going 7-11, and then at 8-3 now, like just the continued sort of building toward what is like a brotherhood with this team too. Like Jordan Murray was on the Reed Wilkins show with Jay Milne and Ben Thompson yesterday. Absolutely like fantastic interview. He said he's completely fired up. They talked about their post-game sort of celebration from that game over the weekend and how, you know, fired up everybody got. But like Murray said in his first year here with the Elks that like he just absolutely loves this team. And Carter O'Donnell was on. It goes through every single player has said in their own way, but nearly the same thing, the same sentiment that like this team is not only good on the field, but they connect with each other off the field, which can help a lot. There is though that thing. Well, like, is it chemistry and camaraderie? Like, are they fully connected? You know, do you have to like your teammates to be a good team? We've seen it. I like to look at the Canucks, I guess, as an NHL comparison. Like there was a lot of not hatred, but a lot of things that weren't going that great with that team.
I think you do.
Been decent in the last few years.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
They love
there was
each other.
Toxic.
These
There's so much like that's just stuff that happens in the locker room. And when you're friends, when your teammates are also your friends, and you really care for their success as much as yours, it brings, you know, more heart and more motivation to win. You're not just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the teammates because you care about them. Of course, it makes a big deal. That's even in a work environment, right?
Yeah.
You want to do well because, you know, you have really good management, you have good boss, good leadership, et cetera, or your counterpart, you don't want them to take over all your work because it's just many factors, and that's just it.
Yeah.
And they seem like friends. And if you follow them on their socials on Elks,
Yeah.
they're at these, they were at the Post Malone concert all together in the suite, and they're bonding, they're all going down to the seats, like they're sitting together, that sort of stuff does show. And
Oh, you want to see that, but you don't want to
success.
see your friend play golf? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I think there were a bunch at the golf.
practice golf, my friend.
There was a bunch of golf at the LPGA events this weekend. I think a bunch were there for that.
Man, everybody was there. Do you need ticket? Like media tickets or whatever, right? Not like the public could not come.
Yeah, public. No, it's a ticketed event. There was 75,000 people, I think they said.
That's
it
awesome.
looked like you weren't even in Edmonton.
No, it's
They made it look really good.
Yeah.
I was watching a bit of the coverage on Saturday, and some of the shots were absolutely incredible. Like, just because it's the location, and when they have the drone shots and stuff, you either have a nice picture of just the golf course with the River Valley and the downtown, or there was one shot where it was just the golf course and it was looking more south, and it's just all you see is trees. And you're like, this is in the middle. Like, it made Edmonton look absolutely amazing.
Yes.
It's a great spot.
Yes.
Like when you're at the Mayfair, you wouldn't even know you're by the river because you can't see it. Like you can't get close enough to it or anything. But yeah, no, it was ticketed. You could have went all day or all week. I don't know what I think Wednesday was the Pro-Am. I think there was practice stuff on the Monday, Tuesday. I think there would have been tickets for that. But then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you could either get a weekend pass or daily passes and stuff like that.
I wish I went.
It was great.
Yeah.
I went on the Thursday. It's
lovely.
Golf is a unique sport because how close you can get to them is unbelievable. It's almost unmatched because everyone could also do it. Like anyone could go stand near a tee box and be as far as we are from watching a world-class golfer tee it up or hit their golf ball.
You don't need a row one.
You don't need a courtside pass in the NBA,
exactly.
which costs you thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Front, like even in baseball, you're far enough away, but I guess baseball, like what are row one seats? Here it's, you buy the cheapest ticket in, you could get as close to any golfer almost as you can. And if they hit one into the rough or whatever, like you could stand right around them as they're going to go hit their shot type thing. So
that's right. It's like spread out, right? So you don't necessarily have to go with all the people and be kind of
honestly, if you go for multiple days, one of the best things to do is just wander and stay away from the crowd. And there's like everyone wanted to follow Brooke Henderson, which made sense, and Lydia Ko. But because everyone was there, it means like there was not a lot of people at the other golfers, and you're like, these are great golfers too over here. Just go watch them.
Didn't you say that one of them almost hit you with a golf ball?
I almost got drilled in the head with a golf ball. Yes, off of a drive.
Look alive.
Well, no, so I was walking in between trees, like in between these two fairways. I wanted to go down 12 to go see how that went, and it's a walking area. And I didn't know there was people teeing off. I couldn't see them. There's trees and all of that. And literally, probably where you're sitting, Jasmine, a ball hit, and it whizzed right past my head. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And like, if I was a foot over, it would have drilled me right in the forehead. Yeah. And that was from a drive. So I was going to be smoked. I was going to be knocked out.
And by the time you woke up, you would have been all over X.
Yes. Well, I don't know if there would have been a video shot of it, but it would have been known that there's a guy that was knocked out at the LPGA.
Edmonton media member unconscious after being hit by a LPGA drive.
Yeah.
Well, the fun one is brother buddies and I would go down to Calgary. We used to go every year for a few years. The seniors tour rolls through the championship. And on 18, we'd sit on the last day on 18 because you could just bring your lawn chairs and you could sit around 18. And 18's a par 5, but it's reachable in 2 if the weather's right. If it's a nice day, they could go for it in 2, which means they're taking out a long club and they're smoking one. And when they're smoking one, they don't always have the exact control. So you're sitting there and all of a sudden, you can't always see the ball. Once it gets in the sky, you kind of lose it. So you see it and then all of a sudden you'll just hear some ball and then everyone's just like, ah! And you start ducking because you have no idea. Once you lose that ball, you just don't want to get drilled in the head or something like that. And some of those get sprayed in different spots because they're just trying for something. That's fun.
Yeah,
Never
show
got
up with the
hit yet.
Guardian cap with a helmet. You know?
That'd be funny.
Those things look pretty funny, but for protection. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Like, did you? I know you had talked about it on the hangout, but like when you're walking through, I guess, were there any signs to say look out for flying balls?
Not that I saw.
Okay.
I think it's just you should assume that at a golf tournament.
It's probably like on your ticket. No,
They'll have something in there that
so you don't get sued.
there is no, like if you're on your ticket on my media pass, there probably is something. Actually, my media pass isn't. No, it's at home. Never mind.
Cool.
There's probably something that says, yeah, you can get smoked with a golf ball, but it's like you're going to a golf course. Like,
Right. Look out. Yeah.
you have to.
Be aware.
You always have to kind of be aware. I was in a spot where I couldn't fully see. I didn't know there was a tee box over there, so
Yeah.
almost got caught. But that stuff happens. You go on a golf course, there's golf balls being sent. Although generally, though, when you're with the pros, like
They're a lot more
for
active.
the most part, they're dialed in. They're dialed in. They know where they're going with that shot. They're just so smooth and easy with it. But I would say if anyone, and it's a shame. Like, I hope it doesn't take as long to come back as it did. I think it was 13 the last time I was here. It was 08 and 13, which was a nice jump. I hope it's something like that again. Hopefully in the next 5-6 years it could come back. And I highly recommend people going to the LPGA because being around the golf, it's beautiful. You could just walk a course, so you could get steps in. Like, it's not like you're just sitting somewhere. You can go get your steps. So you can go get your drinks, walk around and get your steps in. It's usually beautiful weather. Or if it is, like, it's just sunny, nice out.
I saw the food menu as well looked good. It wasn't just basic like hot dogs, burgers, or anything. It looked like gourmet pizzas and stuff like that too. So
I like how that's what you focus on.
the food.
Yes.
Well, it's the full experience of viewing it, right? I mean, Royal Mayfair is a private course, so I'm sure they have top-notch food, right? Like, it's in such a beautiful location.
Man.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but you have to think they're not going to use the main clubhouse for the average person. They have seating in there. That's very VIP. The outside, it's your regular concession type stuff. So it's like, what options do you get for that one?
Gourmet pizza with the pizza. That'd be pretty legit. I'm pretty sure Murray would have been happy walking that whole course.
I saw Murray on Friday. He stopped on the start of the pregame show. He had gone from golf to the Elks game. Yeah. Jumped on the pregame. Yelled after the postgame that he called it that the Elks were going to win. And I know he was back Saturday at the LPGA. He had a busy weekend, actually. Did he talk about his ranch men's championship that was on Sunday on the show?
I think he talked a little bit about it. He mainly...
It's like 20 grand in prizing they were giving away that day too or something.
Oh my gosh. No, I didn't. If he did, I was in the middle of producing and didn't hear the full scope of things, but he said it was so busy now at the ranch that he couldn't even get his own, being the general manager of the course, get his own Sunday tee time. So he had to go somewhere else.
Yeah, with the weather this year, obviously people are really trying to golf. And also he had mentioned that the last 2 years with the Oilers going to the playoffs, it really took a toll on business. They lost a lot of money because of people who are watching the playoffs.
Well, the Greta shut down. It if the Oilers went on another run.
Yeah, you wonder.
like that,
There's
right?
part of that is how much does that help push some business and stuff down there, and not having that extra revenue. How much does that hurt? I would love to. There's a part of me that would wonder, like, when the Oilers go on a run, how great it might be also to not be an Oilers fan. Like, you could do so much during Oilers games. You can go to Costco and do all your stuff with like no one around.
It's
you could
weird
get golf
when you meet
courses
people
to
like that.
yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
know.
it must be actually kind of nice to be a non-hockey
Yeah.
fan when the Oilers are on the run. Be like, sweet, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you can't go to any brew house though or Boston Pizza.
Yes, you lose out on the restaurants.
yeah.
You lose on hospitality,
Right.
unless they don't have TVs.
True.
You could get into those finer restaurants, those nicer restaurants.
Yeah.
Like an Olia or something, I guess. Probably much easier to get a reservation at night.
100%. Yeah, 100%. It's funny. My colleagues, they're all a bunch of nerds, and they don't watch any sports. They play like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. So they're the ones that are telling me about these experiences, about like going to Costco is a great one, Maddie. And then like, because I'll be all stressed out or pissed off or whatever I am the next day, bags underneath the eyes, like, did you see when nurse couldn't in? And they'll be like, yeah, so I had a wonderful experience yesterday.
I had a great day.
Got my
yesterday.
stuff done at Costco. Had no hung
Car
out.
wash,
Got to
no
bed in
gas
no
light up,
time.
yeah.
Got a great
Bed
8
time.
hours of sleep.
Bed time
I'm
is so
refreshed
true.
for the day.
are you
Oiler
like?
fan, tired. Oilers losing overtime the night before,
145.
just pissed off.
Yeah, OT, 2 OT.
The 100. They'll like ask me too, like, did they win yesterday? I'm like, what does it look like? They're like, okay, have a good day.
Bye. I had a lovely night. Yeah. Ooh.
And I'll do like, yeah, the possessive voice. What does it look the smoke? What does it look like?
Yeah, that's when you start
Yeah.
smoking. Come on, dudes.
Oh, so good.
Carlos Baliba, Manchester United. It's official. They tweeted it. Beauty. Can't see him play with United until I think October. He's a little banged up, but got one move. One more move needed.
Carlos
Need a left
Baliba?
back or some other defender for me. Left back more specifically. Manchester United news. No one else cares but
did
me.
they lose-
Johnny Ashton cares. Nick Conniff cares. They're in the
Duck
nasty
Dad
chat.
care? He's a
Duck Dad is not a Manchester United fan, I don't believe.
but he's a
I
soccer
don't know what
guy,
Duck
right?
Dad, who Duck Dad cheers for. But not a United fan. No.
I picked my team.
Johnny and Nick, I know. If they're listening, they'll care. It's now official by Manchester United. Yes, we lost on Saturday. It was a
Yeah.
miserable loss.
My group chat was going crazy, calling them bums and stuff.
Oh,
Just
it's
pissed.
this the guy freshly promoted. It's an embarrassment. I watched like 30 minutes and I shut off because I was angry.
What was the score?
2-0.
Oh,
Shouldn't be done
oh,
that
you
way.
already could tell who too. I know Hernan.
Liam Miller was the Canadian. He's on that team.
Right.
They're not. They shouldn't be beating United. And yeah, there we go. Great start to the season. Awesome.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
they got to play like they're more united.
Oh, cheese Zach. Cheese Zach.
Oh, brother. Dun, dun, dun. You know.
Yeah, so
You're not old enough for the dad jokes and all that.
I know. I just sneak it in there. I just do it. Okay. Well, so tomorrow, Pat Ketty from the Canadian Brew House. I'm trying to remember. Plant Life.
Tomorrow.
Is he not on tomorrow?
Is he on Thursday with me?
Oh,
It'd be Thursday.
Why am I thinking
Yeah.
tomorrow's Thursday?
I
Well,
don't know. Tomorrow,
I'm trying to-
actually.
I'm trying to start my
Tomorrow we're
vacation
supposed to
early.
we have Guy Flaming and El Presidente, actually.
Well, I don't want to skip
wow,
those guys. Now I
nasty.
just feel silly. That was my bad.
yeah, you're here tomorrow. And then no,
I am
Pat's
here tomorrow.
on Thursday.
Yes, and I'm on Thursday.
Yeah, and I don't know. He might be bringing a fourth.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Well, Pat Ketty on Thursday.
Yeah, he's
is
supposed to
gonna
name
pick
us who his
supposedly.
team is, but we'll see.
I
have
picked
a
my
feeling.
team.
I have a feeling. You have a team?
Dortmund.
Oh, you're going to German.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be
Going to German league.
the spot because I didn't look for a team that really. Well, okay. I looked location wise from my family's heritage where they were from in Germany. Dortmund was really close to like I think my grandmother's place of birth or something like that. So I was like, okay, cool. And then looked in the team. I'm like, yeah, they got cool colors. Apparently they're pretty good in the Bundesliga. That'll be my team. So I'm hopping on that bandwagon.
I like that.
and
Chris
yellow.
does mention Canadian Jaden Nelson. He's leaving Austin and MLS to go to Bolton, so he's heading to England. And Villarreal, I think they're going to have 3 Canadians on their team because they have Tanny, Tejon, and who else are they getting? Or who else did they just get? Now I'm forgetting. but I think they have 3.
Tijon.
Promise David is with Brighton, so he's in the Premier. So I know of at least 2 Canadians in the Premier League, which is actually kind of a big deal. Well, it's a big deal. 2 Canadians are in the Premier League. But yeah, Jaden Nelson's going over to Bolton. So, and then Duck Dad, it's screw Napoli. He's not a Napoli fan. I know Napoli has screwed a couple of their bets a few times.
Oh,
And I think I did it once. I was making a play and I went with Napoli and they told me not to. And I think I still stuck with Napoli and Napoli screwed me. So never count on Napoli. Never count on
never
Napoli.
count on them. No. So are a lot of, because from the World Cup, not a lot of the players really that we were all following. I didn't know a lot of where I guess they actually played usually. Did a lot of them play in MLS or?
No, Canada
soccer?
has a lot of Europeans. We have a lot of players playing in Europe.
Okay. Which is
We had
good.
a good amount. Well, that's the best leagues.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
want the players playing in the best leagues, and that's going to be the best for development.
Sure.
Where
Where did
there's a
Maxime
mix.
Crepeau play? Was he not the
He's
Miami?
MLS. He's with Orlando.
Orlando. Okay.
Their backup goalie, St. Clair, is with Miami.
Right. Okay. I knew there was a connection.
So
to
there was,
Messi
but then the third goalie, who's the future goalie of us, he's in England somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Is he with Fulham too? Oh, actually, no. That's Luke de Figueroles. He's also in the Premier League. He's with Fulham right now. He wasn't sent on loan. He was on the bench yesterday.
Was he
But-
not injured during the World Cup too?
No, he's a great Canadian. He was one of our bright young
I thought
guys.
he was okay.
Daniel Jebuson's in the Premier League. Oh, so that's at least 4 guys in the Premier League that are Canadian. Jeez.
That's pretty good.
Well, Whitecaps might be staying in Vancouver. It's not confirmed, but
Really?
Well, that was there was a fake. I don't know if you're referring to the fake report
there was
that came
a
out.
but that's what I mean. It's not confirmed, but it was in like the province is their paper there that they
Was it in that?
Yeah, with BC Place and the new ownership and stuff to keep.
There's no new ownership yet. They're trying to find ownership. Still,
Okay.
I think.
That's the issue. Sort of to try and
Well,
find
it's
an owner
that
that wants.
stadium. There's a few things. I don't know what's going on fully out there. It'd suck if the Whitecaps left.
Yeah, but they're working on it, so it's not dead in the water. A lot of people had lost hope.
But I saw some things that's just like, no, there's nothing that's going to stop MLS from getting this team to Vegas. They want Vegas.
Dang it!
That's too bad.
So I don't know. I really hope it's
tariffs
not.
know this.
I hope it's not. We don't lose Vancouver. Because they're starting to be good in all of that.
So what? How many MLS Canadian teams are there?
3.
Vancouver, Montreal.
Toronto.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But to lose that would absolutely blow. I know in May when I was in Vancouver, all over it just said save the Whitecaps FC. Like that was they were really trying to push for that. But
Great fan base, good team, right? Too. So that's why it doesn't make any sense.
no, well, I mean, what they signed that. I feel silly. I forget his name, but that star player from Europe, right? Who's their star player on the Whitecaps?
Thomas Mueller.
Thomas Mueller, right? So I don't know. They hopefully they don't go to Vegas. All the sports teams are going to Vegas now.
I know. It's just that's the thing when you're with a big corporate giant and Vegas in question, like
It's a spectacle.
yes, it sucks. Like you
Right.
can't have your hopes up.
Yep.
They just take over everything. Also, there's if you guys want to hate on the Leafs a little bit, the fans are outraged. Did you guys see their ticket prices?
I saw that it was like $200 to go see the Sharks.
Exactly.
I think it might have been
Really?
the
Starting-
cheapest or something.
Pardon?
So I think that was starting price.
Yeah, starting price. Standing room tickets are ridiculous. Leafs fans are outraged with their new quote unquote team going into the new season. So $1,200 for 4 tickets in section 319 on a random Tuesday in December.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to
Prices seem
dunk on the
Gavin
Leafs as
McKenna.
much because I don't. The Oilers aren't that far behind.
no.
This is true. I guess the argument made there is they went to the Stanley Cup final twice. They have made the playoffs in all these years. They have McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. When you're looking at a team that can't even sustain playoff spots and, they got a first round pick and all of a sudden they're back.
But the flip side to that, though, is there are 4 million people which is much greater than here. So
And
the
rich
demand
people.
and the one they have a lot, all of that. So the demand for their tickets is much higher.
Yeah.
That it makes more sense for the Leafs to have that pricing than Edmonton has the pricing that it has.
Exactly, right?
Is that's the cheapest ticket from the season overall?
It's
Was
single
that-
seats.
Yes.
For
For
single
single
I think single seats went on sale yesterday or something.
Wow.
In Toronto.
For
Yeah.
200, but like the Oilers aren't that far off. They're gonna
Well, that's
up
my
and
own
up and
fear
up
though.
and
Is
up.
it's like I don't when are Oilers season seats on sale or singles seats on sale?
I think
Do
I
we
got
know?
an email from their
Yeah,
whatever
how they
promo
give you-
team.
yeah.
That they're selling power packs. I don't
Which
know.
I know someone is texting. I heard it on
They were
Oilstream
expensive.
last week, which their pricing just shot
They
up
were,
that one too.
for like lowerable, it was very expensive.
Yeah.
160 standing room with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Standing room.
Standing room.
That was almost
How much?
for-
Sorry.
160 for standing room.
Yeah.
well wasn't I think for this past season for the Elks season ticket standing wasn't it $180
Something like that.
and the Play Alberta kind of I don't know what they quote it but
there's a
like
William Huff and a Nova standing section.
right the Nova
parting spots and
right
stuff
in those
like that.
corner ends. Yeah, that's outrageous. Because even like I don't know, the cheapest ticket that I think I've ever bought going to an Oilers game, somehow I managed to get a ticket for $40, and that was like a steal. Ever. And now it's like even if you get 80, you're lucky for the worst seat in the house. Not that there's a bad seat in like really Rogers Place, but it's like, man, for $200 to go watch a crappy Leafs product, they could be better with Bobrovsky, but it's just like, dang, the reasons make sense though, because it's all suits and ties all over the
The thing
place.
is they
I
haven't
know.
done
I don't
anything
want to
yet.
defend it. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to say it's
No.
the right thing, but I understand where it is, and people will still they will still sell out.
Yeah.
And as long as these teams sell out, it's not going to change. And I'll just bring it locally. I don't know when the reckoning comes to the Edmonton Oilers. There will be a point. I think we're getting to that point where there's a lot. I've heard it from enough Oiler fans. They're like, I just can't afford these anymore.
I agree with
and
you.
the amount of people I've heard
Yeah.
in my walk of life that are saying, I can't buy. I'm not doing season
Yeah,
tickets
not
anymore.
renewing their
or
memberships.
like this is
Yeah.
my last year, or whatever
Exactly.
it might be. I've heard so much of that.
Yeah.
That it's like, okay, well, there's gonna, and then I think there's a reason when you see the Oilers who have the quarter season or like quarter seasons now, which they've never had before, telling you how you could pay by a week
financing
price.
the
vehicle.
seats
Yeah.
now,
that's
payment plans,
serious.
ridiculous.
They're trying to find any way to
Yeah.
convince people to get these
Yeah.
season seats because it's like, I think for a lot of Oiler fans, there's a level of, I'm not paying for 42 home games for a regular season because I know playoffs are going to be pricey.
Yeah.
Your playoff tickets are going to be expensive, and I'm saving for that.
Yeah.
And at what point do we start seeing Rogers Place at maybe 80-85% full?
100%.
Well, my dad's like a huge fan of the Oilers, and I'm like, I want to bring him, I don't know, for his Christmas or birthday or something, like to bring him to a game and be like, hey, Pops, like, let me bring you to the game. Come on, it's my. At that point, I'm like, I don't even know if it's worth. Like, I could do so much more. You know, he's a huge fan of the team, but
Yeah.
like, it's just so bad. I've never been to a playoff game with my dad, or in general. But to do that and like have that experience, he tells me, he's like, you have to go to a game one day, and I'm like, well, if I ever do, I'd go with you. I don't really care that much too, and it's so expensive, but like I would for the whole experience of it all. Now it's just like, ooh, like, you know, for one ticket to a playoff game, I could probably buy 2 season tickets for the Oil Kings or something like that. It makes me think how many of these people, though, at some point when they are priced out, because less and less people are buying tickets, or they're still spending the same amount of money for maybe, I don't know, 2/3 of what they got before, or even less. How many of those people are just going to say, yeah, I've had enough, and then go like how the Elks are playing? Well, I know it's at a different time, or the Oil Kings, and go watch them. So it's like a good and bad thing, because they're still going to make the same amount of money.
For the
Daryl
Oilers?
Tate's pocket isn't
Yeah,
going
if they
to
make
get
it
any
more.
lighter.
There's a level, and this is no disrespect to the majority of the people inside Rogers Place. It's as a disrespect to some people inside Rogers Place, but you've priced out real fans. And,
Absolutely.
And that's my fear is like when you sit there and you look at the Leafs and you go, there's so many suits in these seats, and they're always coming back to their seats so late when a period starts because they're all getting their drinks and
Yeah,
stuff.
so chilling.
Edmonton is closer to that
Yeah.
than they are to being
Yep.
what it was at Rexall Place.
100%.
We are closer to that, and that's not what Edmonton is.
You are right. People are chilling in the 99 because I've done that too. But like you chilling in the 99 lounge, have some drinks, hanging out. The game is going on, right? And you're just like, oh, whatever. I have the screen here, but you bought the tickets to have access. And going to your point, as a person that is a fan and would work a lot, like I worked a lot of overtime to save for to go to Florida. I saved a lot of money, and I'm exhausted. I am not doing that anymore. I am too tired. I work way too hard to spend money inside that arena. I'm gonna do it in other ways now, and I'm still a fan. And that's exactly, you nailed it. Like you're pricing out the real fans, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Until further notice.
Watch parties are good enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, or with your family and friends. Like I love watching with my parents is my favorite thing to do because they're the biggest fans I know. So, but they're also very annoying when they're losing. So,
if you get fired up during a game, just imagine them. Yeah. Plug the ears. Yeah, bring the earplugs.
Okay. Can I listen to the commentary? You don't need my dad going. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So you're completely valid with that. So let's see what happens. I mean.
That's where it's like when are we at the point where now it's too much?
Exactly.
And how do the Oilers react to that? How do the Oilers handle that? That's something I honestly really hope we see that sooner than later because I'm tired of seeing these prices going up for Oilers fans.
Thank you.
I'm tired of that.
Preach.
Like I want this year to see a bunch of games with 80-75% capacity. And that's not to try to disrespect the Oilers. That's not trying to, like, that's just, I want to finally see that Oilers fans are going, we can't afford this. And it forces the Oilers to have to make some sort of decision to give back to their fans to be like, okay, we can't raise prices that much more. Like there's this part of me that really wants that because how much more can you just keep increasing this? There's got to be a limit, especially in the market that we're in. We're not Toronto with 4 million people, that extra cash that has headquarters. So a lot of suits. Yeah. We're not Calgary. We don't. We're the workers, not the executives.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing,
The country's broke. I say this all the time. Country's broke. People are broke. Tough times in the economy. It's tough, and it's not like you're just buying the ticket. You also, you need your whether it's a pop or water.
Lundy Deland says, I'm fortunate enough to get a lot of free tickets to Oiler games, but it's still a few $100. After the night, after parking, drinks, food. I can't imagine that plus the tickets.
Totally. Right. So let's see. And with the Leafs, it'd be interesting to see, like, because, let's be honest, I don't think they're going to do good right off the season if their tickets are going to drop. So maybe everybody just needs to sit pretty and see after that.
wait for a 1-8-1 start and see how the tickets look after that. Yeah.
Everybody's getting too excited.
Yeah. Darren Radish jerseys half price. 8 games into the season. No,
which is seriously could be a business tactic here, right? Because they're trying to pump the Leafs now with whatever's happening with them, and with their new goalie, with their first round pick. Like you never know. They're just trying to get everybody excited and just watch as the season starts.
Sure.
Like dang it.
Well, they're gonna get money for a McKenna jersey. Bang. The second that happened, like. There's millions of dollars just because McKenna is a part of your organization. $200. Oh, you want to see Macklin Celebrini and Gavin McKenna play now? Whoa. $160 standing room only. Yeah.
That's starting though.
Yeah, starting. Yeah. Right.
So we're not the greatest teams.
Before the charge on Ticketmaster. Right? Yeah, the 10-15%.
I can just smell the hockey season. It's coming. It's coming.
Unfortunately.
It's too close.
The crisp in the air, the dark mornings. Hockey's coming.
I know. I don't like the September start.
May I also say one more thing? Is that now, as all of us, whether you're in the media, a fan, but living in Edmonton, is the fatigue that we've all suffered with the finals run and everything. This is like, I think finally we're all recharged our batteries. We're ready to go. Fresh new season, a new team, new coach, everything. Like now I'm excited. Like last year I was like, whatever. Now it's like, okay, I'm ready for the fall.
Don't put me into that category.
No. Okay, summer boy.
I like watching a team with
I am not looking forward to this season.
I ordered 3 coats from Oakenfort. I'm really excited to wear them.
Wow.
Get me for the Oilers. If it's that, get me to February. It doesn't matter.
You're right. The playoff, it doesn't matter until it's playoff time. But it's also,
matter.
You know what, with all this, this off-season talk.
For all that, for me, it doesn't fully matter. Like, ultimately, we're going to judge this team based off playoff success. I do understand from a perspective that there's, having that chemistry and getting things right. I understand all of that. Yeah. But in the end, when it comes to living and dying, whether it comes to losing your mind or not, it ultimately doesn't matter until you're in the playoffs.
It doesn't.
Save your energy.
Facts. He's
You don't
right.
want to see
Save
how
your energy.
Matthew
But this is the
Olivier
first-
looks like in the
Yeah,
preseason.
if they lose opening night, I understand you could be disappointed and angry. Don't get so angry. Like, you could just be like, this sucks. Okay, whatever. There's another game coming. Don't worry. Like,
No, Maddie's right, and that was exactly it. Like, I think that's how I felt last year. This is the first time I actually do want to see how they start off and like their chemistry, as you just mentioned, and with all this coaching drama,
Well,
you really kind of want to
that's-
see how it kind of kicks off.
I'm going to counter what I just said, though. There is a level of where I could see this season just going off the rails, though.
Of course it will. This is Edmonton.
Well, no, from the player's perspective. Like with Mike Babcock, there was a concern for me that him as coach, that Leon could go out there and say, I need to be coached. I get that.
Yes, he did.
Okay, Chris Knobloch maybe wasn't that guy, but why didn't you let him be the guy? When Chris Knobloch sits you down, you become, as Gager would say, poopy pants. Prior to Chris Knobloch, you had Jay Woodcroft. Was he not coaching you? Okay, before that, you had Dave Tippett. Dave Tippett was a coach. Dave Tippett was a hard enough coach. Yeah. Before that was Todd McClellan. Why did you not let these guys coach you? You can't tell me that they were all just too nice to you. Chris Knobloch, okay, I can understand that level of he was too much like that, but the other coaches were not that way. So Mike Babcock's going to come in here saying, I want this. Okay, but do you really? Or when Mike Babcock, who will definitely not back down, says, sit your ass down for the third period, I don't like these mistakes, are you going to be Mr. Poopy Pants still? Or are you going to embrace that?
Absolutely.
And there's a level to me that I can't sit here and say that Leon will embrace that because he's not shown that as a player with the Edmonton Oilers, that he's okay with those things. So when that happens, if he becomes Poopy Pants, and then he gets mad at Mike Babcock, but Mike Babcock's not going to back down. Mike Babcock's going to do that again the very next game. If you play poor, have another couple turnovers. That, to me, there's a recipe there in a bit where this could go awful.
Yes.
Now, the flip side to that is maybe Leon has had his come to Jesus moment. Maybe him and Connor have gone, actually, we do need this. And when Mike Babcock sits there and says, sit your ass down, instead of being Mr. Poopy Pants,
I like the analogy.
They sit there and go, oh, okay, I need to be better. And maybe there is that. And then this is the type of coach that they need. There's a level to me here where with this could go extremely poorly. This could go very bad.
I think the cons and the risk factor of it all outweighs what the pros can be.
Sorry, can you say that again?
I feel like the risk with Mike Babcock outweighs what the ceiling of a Mike Babcock coached Oilers team can be. Like it's there's a lot more that can go wrong than can go right with the Mike Babcock.
See, and I'm opposite
That's
of that.
wild.
I think
That's just how I
this could go
disagree.
completely awful, but I also could see that this is the thing that takes them to that Stanley Cup and wins it. So it's literally the exact same for me. It's either it's an awful thing or it's the cup.
Right. There's no. There can
There's
be
an in between, but like
There will
there's
be.
like those are like, to me, this is so high risk, high reward. I do see the level of this risk being, this is horrible. This is disaster written all over. Hey, we still don't even know how many years Mike Babcock signed for.
Yeah.
Why haven't they told us that?
Yep.
You know, there's a level for this. But I also, the high reward is this might be the thing that ultimately they need to push them over the top. To me, I actually see it opposite, where I see both extremes.
I see the
course.
small percent chance, though, of it being a positive thing. And I'm not going to just, but we're playing sort of hypotheticals and just sharing our thoughts. I'm just going to take it as face value once I hit the ice, how things went, because it's all the noise is easy for me to have my own opinions on things, but just to see how it goes is a completely separate thing. Like, I could feel this way, but right now things can change. I don't know, 10 games in and say, okay, like, yeah, okay, this is what they wanted. This is what they needed. And Mr. Poopy Pants, if using that analogy, had his potty training. And he could be a big boy about it and continue on with Mike Babcock, pushing him, but not needing to hold his hand. It could be a yin and yang sort of situation. Fire meets fire, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to stand on what I stood on when the news broke out, and then my feelings were the minority. I think Babcock is not, it's fine. Like, I'm going to see how it plays out. And that's why I'm excited for the regular season to begin. I'm more of the positive person. Maybe that's biased being a fan. And I did not lose my mind. But if this is what the team wants, I'm excited to look forward to it. And I think it's going to be really good for the team. I'm more of a person that believes in strict parenting rather than soft parenting. So,
you're not going to be
let's
like
go.
little
The only
Timmy.
problem is
Yeah.
his strict parenting is bringing the belt out and beating the kids sometimes.
It happens.
That's what happened
Look
in
at
the
that Porter
past.
child. Where was the belt?
That was in the past where
Just delete that clip from here so I don't get in trouble.
that's what the history of it is. He took the belt out and he really beat the kid a little bit if you're using that
Yeah.
analogy, which
No,
is a
fair.
terrible
Yeah.
analogy, and I don't know why we're
But then
going
you
that way.
evolve,
might-
and I believe in evolution and learning from your mistakes. I
He
really
did.
do.
That's the only fear. Is he had a press conference. He clearly
He didn't
learn.
apologize.
He didn't learn.
He doesn't want to.
Then that's a problem.
Yeah, but
Because
maybe
if-
he's true to himself.
Okay,
Leon,
but
no
that's the
iPad
thing
on
is
the
that if we
bench,
stick with
okay?
that analogy, he's going to cross a line then.
Yeah.
Because there's no stopping that.
You know what? I don't
That's
know.
the fear.
Here's what's strict parenting again. Like, my parents have never apologized to me for anything. they'll
We don't need
go
a-
around it.
do we need a session?
We're not unpacking this
Take this
right now.
off
I'm
air.
the adult,
Yeah.
I'm the parent, but they'll kind of make up for it in other ways. So
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Couple. So Penner
Might
or
be that,
Dash
huh?
is with you, Zach. More risk than potential. Penner says, I think the reward will outweigh the risk. So there's different opinions on that. Calvin and I'll just counter with what I'm on this, but he says, respectfully, this team needs to take the regular season a little bit more seriously. Look at Carolina with the cinder block
Yes.
that weighed the same as the Stanley Cup. It matters. And I'm not going to dispute. When I say the regular season doesn't matter, I don't mean inside that locker room. I don't mean with the team. I mean with fans and media. That there's a level of just get us to the playoffs.
Yeah, they
get
already
us
know.
there. A loss in November, which is a 3-game losing skid, and people start losing their minds and say the Oilers team just might as well blow this up because, the season's over. They're not going to make the playoffs. You're getting mad for no reason. They're going to be largely the chances are they'll be in the playoffs. So you don't have to take it to the level of, oh my God, you could be upset that they lost. You could have your reasons critical of the team for their loss, but that overdone, that over dramatic of the losses. You're just going to exhaust yourself as fans, I think. And as media, it's exhausting if it's
exactly.
just everything is a level 5 disaster. They lose a couple games. That to me, it's ultimately it won't fully matter until we get to the regular or to the playoffs. And also on top of that, there's a level for me as a critiquing this team. It doesn't matter until I see what the team is after the trade deadline because it's going to be a different team come playoff.
Yeah.
How this team plays or who this team is in September, October, November, December, January is not going to be the same. And I'll throw February's in there for now. Feb's that middle month where you could start making trades.
Yeah.
It's going to be different than the team in March, April, and May because they, especially with the cap that the Oilers have, they might change what this look of this team is with injuries. So that's when I say the regular season doesn't matter. To the players and the coaching staff, it matters, and it should always matter. To the fans and media, it's not as it's. We're not going to look back on this season in June next year, good or bad, and point to something that happened in December as the reason necessarily.
It's always the
that's-
last couple.
That's where I
few-
come. That's what I mean by to me the regular season don't matter.
I continue to year by year. It gets harder for me to try and say to myself and realize that this Oilers team is just playoffs. Okay, let's go. Let's start it. We already know how they're going to be. There's going to be ups and downs, whatever. Get to the playoffs. It's harder and harder for me every single year to try and give them the benefit of the doubt that they're going to be there because the team keeps getting worse and worse, in my opinion. There's
See, and I don't
steps
know if-
back. Kulak's
Do you think
out.
the worst seems
That's
worse this year than
crazy.
last year?
Yeah.
I don't.
I do not.
I do for
at
sure.
all.
They're better in goaltending.
Yes.
Right off the bat,
And
they
backup.
did have to say they're better in goaltending.
I mean, okay.
Freddie Anderson's better than right off the bat than just a Tristan Jarry, Connor Ingram, Stuart Skinner type rotation.
Sure. I mean,
If he's
regular
healthy
season
right off the
numbers
bat.
aren't really. Yeah.
So
That's the
I'd
thing.
rather. So I think they're a little bit better there. Defensively, I don't know.
Yeah, that's always a crapshoot for any team.
Who is
Defensively,
Ryan
definitely
Shea? You do Darnell Nurse,
Yeah,
so you
Nurse is
lose his
gone.
mistakes.
Yes.
But he did bring some positive. How you replace that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Forward group, I think they're They're about
Forwards
the
are
same.
fine.
And they're
Forwards are the
rested.
same.
They
Yeah.
did not go back to back. The team is rested. They've done Europe. They have been fabulous, getting their spas and everything. This is literally true, though. They are recharged now.
What did they do in the forward?
Not a whole heck of a lot that they added. I don't know. They have Matthew Olivier in there, another year older Ike Howard and Matt Savoy.
Well, Savoy a
else
year
did they-
later is an interesting one to me.
Yeah.
You
gonna have
you
to
would
play
have to
up for a
assume that
contract
he's
now.
going to take a step forward.
Yeah.
So right there, maybe in that sense, the forward group is a little bit better. Oh, actually,
No
what else?
Henrique.
So and now you have a Jason Dickinson who's with this team all
Yes.
Yeah.
year.
Exactly.
So there's a
gonna be healthy.
level I
Yeah.
could say that I think this team is slightly better than it was last year.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
I think
For me.
defensively and goal, like forwards, sure. I mean, they're forwards. Yeah, let's see if some players can replicate a little bit of what they had, like a Kasperi Kapanen, who's hopefully going to be healthier than he was last year.
Maybe a little sleep deprived with his little baby, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like a Mukamadulin. Okay, like, sure, he makes mistakes. On all accounts, he has a lot of growth potential, right? Okay, that Ryan Shea and then a Wallman who needs to play a little bit better.
Absolutely.
I'll give you that. Like
Yeah.
defensively, there's risks there too because who is Ekholm?
Yeah.
If he
True
keeps
enough.
sliding
Aged
backwards,
again.
that's
Yeah.
not good. If Jake Wallman, who's now his new contract kicks in this season, or did it kick in last year?
I think it
It's
kicked
this
in
year.
last year, did it not?
Did it?
I thought last year was.
Is this not the? I think this is the year Ekholm and Wallman.
Let's see.
Kind of swap, but I could be wrong on that one.
I'll search it up.
If Jake Wallman can't get back to what he was when he first came to the Oilers, that's a concern.
Yeah.
And is Ryan Mache and Mika Madulin? Think I got that right?
Mukamadulin.
Muka
Very
Madulin.
close. It's
I'm gonna have to
probably the
learn that a
hardest
little bit
name
better.
for sure on the
What
Oilers.
is that pairing? Like those are excellent points, Scoop. I'll give you that. But maybe they have that making of with Connor Murphy there. Like also, the PK should be better this year, right off the bat.
Yeah, because it was atrocious last
You have
year.
Dickinson all year. You have Murphy all year. Two guys who are part of the best power play unit, penalty kill unit. Sorry,
Right.
last year in Chicago prior to the deadline. That should help the Oilers right off the bat. So
Giddy Anmark in the mix.
yeah, so I think the Oilers.
Just
Like
an
I'm not going to
honorable
say
mention.
they're way better,
Of course they are.
but I think they're better personally. I understand where you're
Right.
coming. Though,
I think
Coop.
on
understand.
paper they are worth because the Frederick Anderson. The big thing for me is that the Carolina Hurricanes best D-core, best defense in the league for a handful of years now, and they have some studs on the back end, underrated players. I think defensively make their goaltenders look a lot better. You have
That
a
is
Brandon
an
Bussey.
excellent
You have
point.
all these goaltenders that just come up out of nowhere who can play well. And you have an Anderson who is established, but also is very, very injury prone. So if he's a starter, he didn't play great in the regular season in front of what was a good defensive core, but he turned it on during the playoffs. It's just kind of, if he is available and has that consistency, that is a huge anchoring factor for me because you can almost, and I hate to say it, you can almost bet on a Frederick Anderson getting injured. He only had one, I think I looked on it in 14, 15 years, however many years he's been in the NHL. There's only been 1 or 2 seasons that he's been really fully healthy.
And you know what? Maybe he'll play enough that'll get them to where they need to go. And in this situation, they have a good backup to look forward to as well. It's not like they're screwed anyway. Like Yari's going to be their guy. No, we have Levi. Like there's other avenues that they can take, and your back is not against the wall. You know.
Sure. And then they seem fairly high on Levi for the future. They know that
He's proven himself,
he
though,
needs
right?
to
Yeah,
sprout
in the
and grow a little bit. You know,
yeah.
you water him a little bit, let him out in the
Yes,
sun, kind of
he's young.
learn from a Frederick Anderson
Yeah.
and a Tristan Jarry, who have both faced adversity in different ways. One in injury ways, one in play style and having to go through the mental battles of, you know, not playing very well in certain scenarios, going on waivers, all the rest. To a young guy who's 24 in a Levi.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that can shape in the goaltending room, but it's just, I am kind of at this point not selling out a Tristan Jarry bounce back year, but for me, I think Frederick Anderson is the clear number one unless Jarry can take that step and show something.
You actually
It's so many questions.
You make a good point, actually, because this goes to what I was telling Maddie earlier here, where I was trying to say that this is when you see the beginning of the season, regular season, is important to watch because now you are developing that chemistry and you're going to see what goes into the locker room and your relationships with your coach and with the new members of your team, right? Those things are important to go forward and get better.
True.
You've convinced me a little bit, Zach. I'm a little bit more concerned with this team.
I know.
No, but you make
about this a lot.
You make some excellent points on that. So, yeah, it'll be fascinating to see. Butski with a hot take. If Jari stays healthy, he'll be the clear number one by March.
Do you think?
Well, that's his hot
Jari
take. That's his hot
healthy,
take.
well-
I'll be fine. Who is Tristan Jari? Does a full off season knowing he's an Edmonton Oiler change him? Does he come in differently? There's a lot of question marks with this team, and it will be fun to see, I guess, how it fully plays out. I just am not prepared for the whole meltdown reaction when the Oilers lose 2 straight.
And it's going to happen. It's inevitable.
But it's the whole...
It's the fan base, yeah.
There's that level there.
It's those
but I
fans-
also get why fans do that. So
Yeah. It's the ones, on August
why I'm
1st
not
that
ready
need
for it.
that hockey talk when the Oilers are not thinking about you, but you're just so obsessed with the fourth line. Can I read this message real quick?
Before you do, just official drink of the EST Hangout. Dylan Small Batch Distillers. Refreshing cocktail made by the #1 canned cocktail brand. Made the right way, crafted right here in Canada. Find them at your local liquor store. My dad bought a bunch of them. We had a big family thing in the weekend for
I love
Saturday.
them.
He
Nice.
bought a bunch of
They're
those
so good.
Dylans and vodka
Go to
and gin, and
Costco.
they were big hits for that one. So Dylan Small Batch Distillers.
They are a big hit.
Beautiful
Best pre-drink.
weather the next few days.
Yeah.
Great drink to have in this nice weather as
I
well.
had a couple on a party at a party on Saturday, and people were talking to me about it and said like, "Yeah, I love the Dylans." So like that, people know about it.
It's my
If you haven't tried it,
favorite
try it out.
seltzer. Yeah.
It is so good.
Yeah.
Jump in there.
Quick message here from Colin. Good points about Oilers tickets affordability. Don't forget that Sportsnet is also jumping on the squeeze the fans bandwagon by raising streaming prices 20%, killing free games on CBC, and selling out more games, including playoffs, to Amazon.
Yep. Yeah, and there's a scenario where a Canadian team will be on Amazon for the first round of the playoffs. If there's
Can't wait for those angry messages.
if there are 4 or 5 Canadian teams that make the playoffs and we don't have an all Canadian first round matchup, Amazon will have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because Sportsnet picks the first 3 playoff series that they want. Amazon then picks the next 2. There's no way Amazon wouldn't take Canadian teams if they are available for the Canadian market. So Oilers, Habs, Leafs fans are okay. You'll always be the top 3 for Sportsnet if those are the markets.
The favorites. Favorite children.
They'll have the ratings. They'll bring
Yeah.
in the revenue. They'll always have Winnipeg, Ottawa. You are always going to be at the bottom of that. Calgary, Vancouver. It depends if where the teams are mixing in. But if you're Ottawa, Winnipeg, there's a very good chance. Like let's say Toronto jumps back, makes the playoffs. Montreal makes the playoffs. Ottawa continues to make the playoff. Oilers make the playoffs, and Winnipeg finds a way to get back into the playoffs this year. Ottawa and Winnipeg will be on Amazon for the first round of the playoffs, which is
Yeah.
It's making from a financial. Well, yeah, I wouldn't even say from a financial perspective. I think in growing the game, it makes it tougher. The counter to that, though, is with streaming. It's where sports has gone. And Canada's behind the times in that. We've been lucky that it hasn't happened yet. But if you want to watch the NFL in the States, if you want to watch every NFL game, prime time, you need
Netflix.
CBS,
Yeah.
Fox, ABC, ESPN, NBC, Amazon, Netflix, Peacock. You need 7 different channels or streaming platforms to watch. And that includes playoff games. We're behind the times here, unfortunately.
And you wonder why, everybody's going broke. And then don't forget, if the Oilers, let's just say, win a game on Amazon, thank God. But don't forget about, Jacob, I can't get it to work. I can't get it to work. I see that this spinny thing is going on. And then all pissed off in the morning about that. I missed the goal.
Yeah, I had some issues with that for sure. Not really on Prime, but like even the way that it's streaming, not hardline cable completely.
Literally, that streaming thing is going to be annoying, though. Let's be honest. All our aunts, uncles, parents, everybody.
But it is almost the exact same as it was last year. The only difference is instead of Monday, it's Wednesday.
Yep.
Will it be more, though? More.
They might have more games on the Wednesday
Yeah.
because they only did the one game on the Monday, I think. I don't think they ever did a doubleheader. I'm wondering, I think Wednesday there might be double headers and stuff. So
Right.
they'll have more games overall.
Okay.
But it's still the one day Amazon. The Monday's now back. If there's a game, would be just purely on Sportsnet.
Okay.
So at least from that perspective, we haven't added more days. Like there was rumors that maybe Bell/Crave would get a day. It doesn't look like that's going to happen at this moment. So there would have been 2 streaming days, which would have been worse. At least it's just the Amazon's moved from the Monday to the Wednesday for the regular season.
Well, we'll get Hernan and Benny in the pre-show to be like, everybody get your Amazon streaming ready for Aunt Jude.
Yeah, that is all completely annoying.
Even here, especially here, you got to get it all.
Oh, I gotta get
It's a little different, right?
This is the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here in Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, brought to you by Play Alberta. Sentinel Storage, Canada storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Find the latest deals and convenient locations nearest you, which there are plenty at sentinel.ca. Jasmine, Zach, Matt with you here. We got Lock Shop coming up at 11. 2 guys and a goalie, the last one ever, coming up at noon. EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne without Reed Wilkins until 6, and the VIP Golf Show replay on our audio streams 6 o'clock tonight. The Estes going September 15th at the Varscona Theater, sold out. I love this. I'm already trying to I know there's one nasty that messaged me yesterday saying they actually can't go, so if there's someone that needs a ticket, let me know. Chris is, I saw him in the nasty chat saying he couldn't get a ticket, needs just one. I said email me. So now we're already trying to transfer tickets and stuff because it's sold out. The Estes presented by Mr. Mike's. Reminder, that is the 15th. For those that do have tickets, 6 o'clock doors will open for the Hammer Injury Law red carpet, and then the show will get going at 7. Reminder, Wednesdays did get saucier at Mr. Mike's. It's Wing Wednesday every Wednesday from 4 till close. Get 10 wings for just $10, or go big with the wings and frings platter for $19.98. Dine in only. Mr. Mike's, eat locally, enjoy casually. Today, gutsiest performance and live performance of the year. Gutsiest performance of the year. Here's some of the contenders that we have. Nielsen hung over the morning after last year's Esty. He tries coffee. EST boys eating donairs. After that was probably after your guys' bet.
Yeah, that was after.
And you guys
I
were
think
struggling.
First Screw Let's Do It parlay bet that we hit.
Digestive issues, I believe, after that
Yeah,
one.
we went to got a donair sub. It was very good, very filling, too filling, and we were very sleepy and full during the show.
There was a sleepy Coob on October 16th when you did the show taking Neocitrin, which was not smart.
Oh, yes. I
I had
remember.
one, not one, but 2 Neocitrins. My throat was killing me, and I didn't realize that it was nighttime
You
Neocitrin.
did. I think I messaged you and you were like, oh, I know.
These are solid.
But you wanted to feel better.
Yeah, I needed to. I needed it, and I was in a haze. It was different.
Me as a Pop-Tart on Halloween, and
Best.
both on the Hangout and Lock Shop, didn't take that costume off. The Nasties tailgating a -20 for the Christmas Nielsen show. That happened.
Amazing.
Yeah, on the outside, and they're there.
I don't know
with
why
tubes
Drafted
and all.
Chores is on here. I don't know if the Drafted Chores would be anything.
No.
Coop and Benny take over the pregame show. That was, we had tech issues down at the Ice House.
Yeah.
And you guys had to jump in and take over without, you didn't know you were going to have to jump on. You guys did a
I
great
was
job with that.
30 seconds away from
Yeah.
leaving, and I said, "What, Benny? What's going on? The show's a little late." We just hopped on and we did it like pros. Yep.
Reed's goal call of Star Wars in the first segment. That one's on there. Harmonization of goal, the last 10 minutes of EST Afternoons on June 17th. And then Gager the day after anniversary. Oh yeah, he was hurting after that one. Shirtless Gager in the parking lot. 2 guys, EST Afternoons. He had to go buy a shirt across the street.
He went to
'cause
Plato's and
he didn't have a shirt because the shirt he was wearing had remnants the night before. Is that what
day
it was?
of, I think.
Oh, okay.
It was He
So-
told the story on EST Afternoons. He is a absolute warrior for showing up and did a bang up job.
And then live performance of the year, we got a bunch. Curtis Raxey, tall boy, he was at the singing at the 2025 Estes. Gager and Hernan launched the McDavid signing show. They were singing. Jay Milne, and this isn't singing, but Jay Milne as JD Martinez on the Hangout during Halloween.
JD Martinez.
Jay and Reed as Dusty and Eric on the Reed Wilkins show. Lieutenant Eric's 12 Days of Christmas. Nasty singing Happy Birthday to LTE from the Christmas Park tailgate. Patience by Guns N' Roses, whistled by Jay. There's what else? I don't want to go through all of these right now because there's so many. Herbert the Pervert, Levi disc call, like when Trev called as Herbert the Pervert. You hosting EST Afternoons for the first time.
Yeah, that was good.
Brendan It says railing the Rubik's Cube, but I'm going to say that nailing the Rubik's Cube.
That's that's what I meant.
There's a few of those there. So those are the two categories. There's some of the nominees. If you have anything else, just jump them into the nasty chat or any of the other categories we've spoken over the last few days. Also you can just email me, Matt at edmontonsportstalk.com if there's any nominees that we've missed or you think should be under consideration for certain categories. And then they'll all be given away on September 15th. The Esties presented by Mr. Mike's. I have a meeting this afternoon with the host of the Esties, Mr. One, Josh Clausen. So things are getting going on the Esties. So there we go. What do we converse? Oh, I like that one tomorrow. I like that one tomorrow as well.
Some great category. Every category is awesome.
We've added this year. We've taken away and we've added.
Yeah.
So we've split the guest of the year into two.
Which it should be.
We've added live bet or the bet of the year. We've added the limerick of the year. I think there was one more we added. Maybe not. Angle, moment, location, events. No, maybe that's it. Maybe those are just
we've only away rookie. I think we had the year.
Rookie of the year is gone.
Yeah.
There's one more that was gone. I forgot which one it was.
Shoot.
But I mixed, But it's, they look, you can't always have all those awards.
Yeah. Some of them,
we have so many of them too, though, that there will be, I'll have to decide which ones get awarded at the show. And there'll be a couple. I don't think we did it last year. We did it year one. There'll be a couple hangout announcements. We'll do some live Esties. It's those sometimes like Grammys and stuff.
Yeah,
There's the pre-show announcements.
Yeah. Which is good. Yeah, get people fired up.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. This past year, actually, I have to go look into that. We had the awards were the radio station of the year. We won that platinum thing.
Yes.
I got to look into those again. See if I can get some trophies for that.
Oh, that was really cool.
But those came in that day. They're not going to come in that day this year. So there we go. We missing anything right now for the day that if sports wise that we haven't talked about? I just need to double check.
I mean, okay, one interesting one. The Walter Cup went missing.
Oh yeah,
has now been found. Which is hilarious to me. It was on the way to Lethbridge and got lost in transit with
like
the
lost
Victoire.
luggage.
Yeah, like they had it in a container. A container showed up.
Yeah,
but it was a different one. It was empty, and it was found, reunited with the team. Now, they have the original Walter Cup, which is kept in the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto. Every single year, they make a new one and send it out to teams. So,
I see.
There's no keeper of the cup.
So it's like the Lombardi Trophy, the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Everyone gets their own.
Yeah, for the franchises to keep, which I enjoy, and especially I guess it's not an old trophy. Like it's
but it's got to start from somewhere.
That's true. You got to start the tradition.
So I'm glad that there's still one trophy though. There's the original. I don't know if the other ones have original trophies. I don't know if the Super Bowl has an original or if the Lombardi or the Larry O'Brien. I think they're always just given. I don't think there's a central one. I could be wrong. Somebody could correct me on that. I'm glad the Stanley Cup has the original. Grey Cup's original. It's nice that there is an original Walter Cup. Who, by the way, it was news today. Actually, I'll make this hangout headlines for the Ranch Golf and Country Club. A couple of things. Book your tee time today, theranchgolf.com. Beautiful week coming up, so you're going to want to get to the ranch. Apparently, he's not looking to sell the PWHL.
Yes.
Walters. Part of that is if the right money comes, it seems like he's willing to offload anything. But at the same time, also, I don't think with the amount of money he needs, the PWHL will give him the money he needs to pay off his loans. So that's good news. Also, PGA has announced a change to their Tour Championship.
Yeah.
A few things. Starting 2028, the ultimate end to their season will be a match play event. It'll be over 2 weekends. They'll take the top 32 teams. They'll go in groups of 4, and they'll play match play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The top 2 teams of each group will go to the next weekend where they'll do bracket-style knockout. But it's like one of the problems with match play with golf before is that you get to the Sunday, and it's only 2 groups are out there. And it's like, well, there's a lot of downtime. Apparently, they're going to have everyone playing for their spots, though. So it'll still be a full field, which is a very smart way of going about this. So 2028 will be fun when it comes to that one.
So they had match play previous to that?
There's been an event. It was the Dell Match Play. It was one of the WGC events, and you'd have the match play. So they would do a thing where, you'd play a couple of matches a day, and then you'd get to the knockouts. But then you'd get to Sunday and the main event on TV, and there'd be 2 groups. There'd be first, second, third, fourth going for it. And so like there's a lot of downtime in that for the TV broadcast. And
But no.
the thing with match play too is if one guy is destroying the other guy, you could be over after 10 holes. You could be over after 11, 12 holes. So you'd have to fill that broadcast the rest of the way. But then, and it's like, oh, well, what are we going to do? So that was always a concern. And how do you deal with that? With this, there will be more golf. So it's like, okay, maybe the championship will be awarded already early, but they'll at least have some other golf that we could watch throughout the rest of the way.
Right.
So
match play is where one
love match
player
play.
is playing another player.
You and I play
they're
each other.
joined? Okay.
And it's not about lowest score. It's about each hole. So we're going to go play this
matches
par
up.
4.
Okay.
You get a 4, I get a 4. Nobody wins that hole. We go to the next hole to par 3. I get it in birdie. You get a par. I'm now 1 up.
Yeah.
Next hole, same score. It's par. Next hole, you get a birdie. I bogey. You only get 1 point. So now we're back to level. It's not like you beat me by 2, so you go 2. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
just
who
one.
won.
It's just
Did you
who's
win or
the
lose
hole.
this hole?
Yeah,
Or was it
okay.
tied? And then you just move it around. It's a lot of
Can
fun.
you push people? Is it like, playing match play with your buddies? Is there a time where you can be like, hey, man, I'm pushing you. I got to win this hole.
What do you mean pushing you?
I don't know. Or it's just
I don't know what
simple
you mean
match
by,
play.
yeah.
What was the thing? I think I brought it up. that I was
No,
playing match
it's
play
not like that. No,
wrong
a
or
push is
something
just like
that.
the hole is pushed.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
like
yeah,
it was
push
that's what it means.
0-0.
It's level.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, it's not like a skins is. There's a skins version where if no one wins the first hole, the second hole is worth 2.
2. Oh, so
That's
if you,
not
the
match
first
play.
3.
Match play is just each hole is worth 1.
Cool.
If no one scores, no one gets a point.
And random
Go to the
draw,
next
I'd
one.
imagine, for the matches, the pairs.
We'll
see.
I don't know how they're gonna. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna break that. I think it's gonna be 1 through 32. So I would imagine 1, 2, 3, 4. They might do like soccer pools or whatever. So
Oh,
we'll have
okay.
we'll have to. That's not till 2020. I do love that. I love
be
match
the-
play. There needs to be more match play.
Yeah, change it up a little bit.
It's a
and
lot
then
of fun.
Live Golf going to be
Gone.
gone. Yeah. I'm sure the host of the SD's, Josh Clausen, is a little upset about that.
He'll be sad.
Yeah.
He'll be sad.
That's too bad.
I'll have to talk to him about that today.
The first trailer of the Avengers Endgame Encore is released, by the way.
Endgame Encore?
What is that?
Isn't that
it a
the
video
one that's
game?
coming out in December?
No,
No, that's the Doomsday.
That's Doomsday.
Another trailer came out?
I guess so, but this one it says is for the on,
Is it a video game?
or is it like a second? Oh, is it a video game?
I don't know.
There might be. December 18th.
It's trend literally
Doomsday.
just dropped like 8 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if there's a
'Cause-
video game.
Yeah, they keep, talking all things Doomsday and whatever else. Mark Majot was on the Hangout yesterday, but he will be on EST Afternoons today
Oh,
for
nice.
Majot Knows. Hernan Salas back
Love
in the big
it.
chair alongside
that
Walking
segment.
Engage with tons to talk about. We got Hall of 4 mixing it up for Adega de Favayush. Screw it, let's do it parlay, and I still got to see what else is on tap, but Majot Knows is always a must listen to segment on EST Afternoons.
Since we're winding down, are you caught up on Big Brother?
No, I haven't watched Sunday.
Sundays?
Yeah.
Sundays is interesting, I'll tell you that.
I saw Thursday. I kind of keep up with what's going on with the live feeds, though. I kind of know what's to a degree.
We don't have to talk about Sunday's episode. I'm very good at this. Quickly, spoilers if you guys haven't caught up, but come on, this is like last week. Just what are your thoughts on like that was pretty wild what happened with the diamond power veto. I just want to say I feel really bad for the game when it comes to a player that can't do anything. Yosh won the HOH. Yosh won the power veto. Yosh, he did everything he could. Like, you're basically the production and stuff, adding these survivor players is really pissing me off because I liked Kamu. I thought he would have been so much fun to watch throughout the season. He was a good player. And like, it just twist the narrative with this new survivor twist. I hate it. I don't like it, but it is interesting still. Thank God. You will notice that it still gets interesting on Sunday's episode.
There's a level of production has really helped the 3 icons in this.
Yeah,
and
the
it is a little
favoritism.
disappointing, but I also get it because they get paid money to come into this house, so they're trying to keep their investments around. But
Yeah.
that has been Big Brother forever, and at times production can piss me off.
Yeah, and it's pissing me off.
I didn't like Kamu, so I'm fine with him gone.
Yeah, and that's okay.
But the only thing
I like
I'm
Yosh
more
a lot.
for Yosh.
Yeah.
I could see where you have this whole head of household and you lose it.
Everybody's against you, and you're just
But for Kamu, he did have the
bad.
whatever the blockbuster.
Yeah. Well, how do you lose Haley and Kamu against Angela?
Because
Angela's so
this is where
obnoxious.
production is people are saying it's rigged. That was a game that was done before,
Yeah, that she knew the
and
technique, right?
Tucker did it and told her the technique.
Thank
and
you.
she talked about it weeks ago in the house she was told this, and then it happens. She's on the block, and that's the challenge.
Thank you for that closure. I needed that.
It's one of those like, okay, come on.
Because it's getting like frustrating to watch, unfortunately. And like I said, Sunday, you'll see what I mean. It starts off kind of like, ugh, and then you're just like, okay. Like there's some strategy involved here, but it's still an interesting season. It just sucks because like I don't watch it really late now because it makes me angry before bedtime.
Play Alberta over under. Download the app. Visit them playalberta.ca. If you go to playalberta.ca/EST, you'll get more details on everything. All the money staying right here in Alberta. EST specials always loaded. Jays open up a series against the Royals. Jays -1.5 on the run line in this one. How many runs did the Jays win today's game by? Over under 1.5.
Over.
So they're winning
gonna
big
be over.
or by 2 or more.
By 2 or more, yeah.
Yeah, let's go 2 or more. They're doing all right.
I'll take
6-1.
the under. Just because
You'll take
Just
it.
because you know the
take the
Yankees, you're
Jays.
gonna
You
be
just
happy
take the
about that.
Jays.
you need the Yankees' help.
Yeah.
You need the Yankees' help. The Yankees taking on the Astros in a series, and the Astros are right above them. You Jays fans need our help.
Yeah, ask them. Yeah. Speaking of numbers, by the way, Oilers released the numbers for 5 of their new players. So Frederick Anderson will wear number 30. Matthew Joseph will wear number 21. Devin Levi, 27. Ryan Shea, number 6. And Shakir Mukhamadullin, 85.
Woo! Thank you for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just lastly, happy birthday again to Yuki and to Ernan. Enjoy yourselves today. Have a great birthday week, birthday month.
Jasmine, we'll see you Thursday. Kub, you're back tomorrow. El Presidente, Guy Fleming on tomorrow as well. Thank you to everyone for tuning into the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage right here in Edmonton Sports Stock. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports presented by Play Alberta. I've mentioned it earlier, but Lock Shop coming up next with Dusty and Huss. We've got last ever 2 guys and a goalie on Edmonton Sports Stock before we shift to Oil Stream 5 days a week. EST Afternoons Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, and then an audio stream only VIP Golf Show 6 o'clock tonight. The replay of that from Sunday. Again, on behalf of Jasmine, Kuba, Matt, thanks for tuning in right here to the Hangout on Edmonton Sports Stock. Your clear choice. Lock Shop with Dusty and Huss coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.